Good morning, Slop Nation, and welcome to Slop Chop. This is a new podcast hosted by myself, Harvey Mulvihill. It is about the happenings of the internet, and it is your one-stop shop for slop. I'm joined today by a wonderful guest, Stuart. What's good, brother?
I'm just excited to be here. The first, real podcast for closeted nose pickers, right?
Yeah. I'm not quite closeted, dude. I'm a proud.
Open about that?
Actually, I wouldn't say I'm open. I just have done it my entire life. The only deplorable act to me is eating them.
Fair enough. I mean, we're not on camera, are we? Okay, well, that makes the difference. Man, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Stoked you're here, man. You're big git. I've been wanted you seeing this chair for quite some time.
Of that is that I'm so egotistical, and my girlfriend is even more egotistical that she would be asking, like, when's he gonna ask?
Are you kidding me?
He knows you're funny or not. I'm like, I don't want to push that. That seems like really involved. Be like,
I'm so on the pot. No, I have such low self-esteem that I just figured you wouldn't want to do it.
That's not true.
Yeah,
I do want to.
All right, well, I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate it. I forgot to mention I can cut anything out, so don't worry too much about. If you say some shit, we can cut anything you want.
Okay, well, I was hoping I'm being canceled because of all this, but yeah. I guess not.
Yeah, the good news is I do not have the reach for cancellation. We're still working on that. Man. All right, let's get into these slopics. By the way, if you find yourself, dear viewer, if you find yourself bored by something that we're talking about, there are always time codes in the description. You can skip whatever slopic that we're discussing. Just do that if you feel so inclined. I want to start with some breaking mother freaking news, crazy ass entertainment news today. So Netflix was the leading the charge in this Warner Brothers acquisition for, I don't know, a week or two now. It was like hard signed off. They were gonna do it. Warner Brothers was going with Netflix today. That hours ago, they have reneged that offer, or Warner Brothers decided to go with Paramount instead. Crazy. So Netflix is out of the Warner Brothers deal, and Paramount is victorious. Your thoughts, dear Stu?
Well, I mean, this joke's been made before, but I'll say it again. It's like Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think would have had Netflix own it. Like, just because Paramount is just an extension of Oracle, and Oracle is an extension of Larry Ellison, and Ellison's an extension of a lot of bad things. So,
dude, you might have heard this, but Ted Sarandos, the CEO of Netflix, was in DC today, and he was like going to potentially meeting with the president of the United States
to lobby as to why my deal should go through. I mean, it's a testament to the fact that you have to go to the government as it is,
yeah,
and then
we're
proffer as to why your sale and gigantic ownership conglomerization should go through.
Yeah, I think it is the single biggest Hollywood deal of all time.
Is it really?
Number one.
I would believe that. I should know more about the history of Hollywood deals by pretending to be a cinephile like I pretend to be. There is no element of this where I think that you're going to get better content out of any of it. I think that this is entirely subjective, right? Like, for me, Netflix was in 2014. We would, after band practice, go to my friend's house, and this was when Netflix was the first time streaming, and they weren't making any original content. It was just Breaking Bad was on there, and I think they had The Walking Dead too. Were like two big, which I mean, Breaking Bad, yes, I don't know about Walking Dead, but prestige TV, yeah.
Sure.
And so it was like, oh my God, it's a revelation. Sometime between that and when I was in college, and again, rose-colored lenses, subjective, right? It was Netflix content was good. The OA was fucking fantastic. Maniac is
Early
still
House
one
of
of
Cards.
My favorite pieces of media, which no one fucking talks
Jonah
about.
Hill, right?
Jonah Hill,
Love.
Emma Stone, and who's that guy? In The Sopranos prequel that bombed, the guy who plays Paulie Walnuts, that actor?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's got a very white guy fratty face, but he's in that too. So clearly a big pull for Netflix. Either way. Maniac, check it out.
I think the general quality has decreased over time, but there are still hitters. You get like one or two hitters every year.
You have to look for them, I feel like.
I agree, and the general, like, also the I think Netflix coined the the look of these new streaming shows, how they're all flat and gray and brown and green screen,
washed out in one single color or the other.
What is that? Why is it just money, cheapness?
It's the data, right? Like, I don't know if this is true because I read it on Twitter, but they're making television that you don't have to pay attention to, right?
Second screen.
Like, that's the second screen show is that they will have scripts that are written to repeat plot points and things, so that if I am on my phone doom scrolling or on Instagram I cannot pay attention effectively, but still follow the show and keep watching.
That's right.
If that is true, which it probably is.
I mean, it seems like a disgusting concept, but anime's been doing that shit for years.
No, I didn't know that about anime. I'm such an anime neophyte.
I fucking hate anime, and I've been.
You hate anime?
I hate anime. I've been very vocal about my distaste for the medium. I think the entire country of Japan is lacking in their television department.
Well, there goes that demographic for this show. Yeah. Sorry, Japanese. Maybe in 10 years.
My issue though is the exposition. It's like dumping exposition
because
and,
they just the format is such that you don't have to work for it in any direction.
I guess
it doesn't make you think critically.
No, it's just saying the thing out loud over and over. It's like the repetition of like this happened last episode, or like my go-to example for this is not a real example, but it's something that I might whatever. But guy, your protagonist approaches big bad guy. This is like season 3, episode 7, right? They're on their fourth battle of 15. And they do like a 3-minute interlude of vocal, like, remember? This guy killed my dad.
Oh,
this guy's a piece of shit. I fucking hate this guy.
There are 2 types of anime, and this is speaking as a non-anime person. There's the boys one, shonen, am I right? Someone correct me. There's that one where it does, like, power levels, and on this episode, and here's the backstory. And then there's, like, the non-shonen anime where it's just a story. Like, I feel like Cowboy Bebop. That's a very milquetoast response.
No, that's
not one that does that, I feel like.
You're right, and that's one of the good ones. There's very few good ones.
One of the good ones. You heard it here.
That's right.
Let that be a quote. One of the good ones. Okay, Netflix, last thing I have to say about this is like the color washing out is a direct indication or the need to blast out certain colors for a certain show, and they were the ones that pioneered that for streaming. Yes, it's cheap, and it makes it have a certain like taste to it of any consumable media that's streaming now. Like you cannot now divorce streaming from bad TV because it is slop. Yeah,
sure.
There we go. Okay, bring it back right around. But that's just the data aspect. So this deal going through, not so much to say is this is not a galaxy brain thought here. It's just going to lead to more of that, obviously. I can't think of a production house. I mean, how much does Warner Brothers own?
Oh, dude, the IP list is fucking insane. When this first this story first broke, I went and actually Googled like their entire IP list. We can do it right now, I guess, but
well, more than their IP, like production houses. Like I feel like they also own smaller
Adult Swim.
Oh shit, yeah. So Turner Media Company,
yeah,
Turner Broadcasting Company.
Fandango.
Oh, not
DC,
Fandango.
Obviously. New Line Cinema. Fucking Lord of the Rings.
Castle Rock Entertainment, Spy Class. Oh no. New Line, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cartoon Network, there we go.
HBO, of course. Everything HBO. HBO is like the bulk of their
DC. HBO is what I think of, but I'm not so well versed in the film industry, the Hollywood industry, to say which small artists and producers can make diverse film. But just from like a business standpoint, like lack of competition breeds shit quality.
Of course. But it's only lack of competition and a problem when it's not Larry Ellison that owns the company.
Well, yeah. Well, it's his son, right? What's his name? David Ellison?
David Ellison owns. Larry Ellison is grandpappy.
Is definitely not pulling the strings, right?
No, right.
And Oracle,
but yeah,
is
dude.
Great. We love it. Don't cancel us.
That's 100% true.
Is there anything way that Oracle could bring us down? Bring you down?
No, it's coming for you specifically for guesting on this pod.
That's probably right.
State approved media is where we're at.
Skydance was not a big. The reason that Skydance could buy Paramount, was that the case? Because it was Skydance that bought Paramount that now is buying.
I think it's the other way around,
or vice versa.
Yeah, Paramount bought Skydance.
Twitter seems to be going nuts over it in a very sad way, which I buy into. Okay, I want unfiltered, unvarnished take from you.
Yep.
What do you think? Like, best case scenario from this, is there any good thing that comes out of it? Like something where you're like, you know what? I'm glad we got that.
I literally cannot think of a positive.
No crossovers?
That's kind of also the interesting thing about Paramount is that it's a failing money pit of a company.
They got Star Trek.
Yeah, dude.
Peppa Pig.
Okay, they got Star Trek.
Anyone who was in those Super Bowl commercials.
Star Trek, Game of Thrones crossover. There it is. That's the move.
Transformers, I want to say.
Okay.
I'm pulling from that one single Super Bowl commercial.
You got Michael Bay in your back pocket.
Yeah. What does Paramount have? Indiana Jones?
Oh no, that's got to be Disney, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
You know what? It probably is, even though Paramount is in the title cards for those movies. I remember that too strongly. It's same with Columbia Pictures. It's like, the mountain, the stars.
Yeah.
Fair
enough.
In the 80s, it's just more tactile.
Yes, and I bet you actually, I that's funny that you bring that up because it's cinephile nerd fact. The fifth one is the first one that didn't do the Paramount Mountains because of the recent acquisition.
Oh shit!
So like the first four, even the fucking Alien fourth one. Did like a molehill, the mountains that fades into the molehill.
Fades into a molehill in which then a hot rod runs across.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I love Indiana Jones. And I love Americana. I love that they're like, okay, he's kind of middle-aged now and he's not fighting Nazis and it's got to be the 50s. So what? Elvis and greasers.
yeah.
Bang, baby. That's
Shia LaBeouf just.
That's how we're 10 years ahead of time. Man. I think I'm stuck in Indiana Jones, but like, did you see the fifth one?
No, I had no interest in it whatsoever.
It was really, really bad.
That's what I heard.
It was worse than the Shia LaBeouf one.
Yes.
And I think I'm probably 3 years behind talking about this with anyone.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend loves Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones too. I probably wouldn't have seen it in theaters, but we like movies, so we did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the experience I had when I saw Avatar 2. Don't hit me.
Oh.
Just fucking too long. And no amount of...
You have to bring up my baby?
Yeah,
when
no
you
amount of
talk about
callback and pretty shot of... Because it was gorgeous still. Could make one say, yeah, I'm really glad I'm experiencing this.
Oh man, I could not disagree more about Avatar, obviously, but I did feel that way about Avatar 3. I thought Avatar 3 was a big pile of shit. But
again, you probably I'm guessing you've covered that before.
A couple of times actually.
Save your audience from that.
Let me just pull out this book right here and just put that into frame.
Is that wait? Hold on. The Way of Water, the art of. Okay, that counts. That's like okay. Was it the art of? Is that when it's the concept art they drew before doing any of that? Okay,
yeah.
Right, now I know.
It's fun.
The stuff they show at the end of The Mandalorian.
That's right. Yeah, dude.
It's my only way of connecting with media. It's through Disney shows.
Have you seen Andor?
Have I seen Andor? I saw a movie with Diego Luna last week.
Did you watch Tu Mama Tambien?
Tu Mama Tambien.
Let's fucking go.
Yes. And now that's, okay, you want to talk about
that's up there, I think.
The possibilities of Paramount merging with Warner Brothers, but you got it right there. Because Alfonso Cuarón, the director of Tu Mama Tambien, I forgot, got his start directing Harry Potter movies. Actually, Tu Mama Tambien came before.
Not his start, but yes.
Yeah, I like to think... For a very nuanced, avid consumer of media like myself, Harry Potter came first, and then
sure.
the gay coming-of-age story that is Tu Mama Tambien after that. But no, Diego Luna is a baby in that show. That movie. Gorgeous, beautiful Alfonso Cuarón cemented himself as...
It's incredible.
I don't know what I'm saying. Cemented himself as a director. I thought it was fucking phenomenal because a movie that looks that pretty made me feel good.
Yeah.
Like I had a shitty day at work. I got home with some friends, and I watched the movie. And our friend had told us, like, it's kind of like Challengers. Two boys go, because there's a
Plot
threesome
structure.
at the end.
Sure.
That's literally it. I don't think it's otherwise the same. But I'm seeing it and I'm thinking, like, it's a gay movie. I don't want to watch some gay movie. It's kind of boring. And then, like, he turns it on and I'm like, this is fucking beautiful. Like, the plot was interesting enough, but I think more so just... If you as a director can move a camera across a scene or find some scenery or just in general shots of life that are that gorgeous that they evoke emotions as me and a viewer, which again is subjective, then I think you're a phenomenal director.
He's the best, dude. I fucking love that man. I actually watched Children of Men at your home.
You did?
Yes.
I forgot. That was my first time seeing Children of Men. Was that your first time seeing Children of Men?
No, second, I think. Okay. But I absolutely love it. The way he fills up a scene with extras and just like texture and it's Mexico, obviously.
Mexico
right?
City, yeah, and then I guess all the way to one of the coasts of Mexico.
Yeah. By the way, it's not gay, is it? It's just like coming of age.
Okay, so if you were to actually,
there's naked dudes.
I'm not going to say whether it is or isn't. I thought it wasn't when I watched it.
Right.
Watching with my gay friend, he said no, it is, because at the end of it, spoilers, anyone who has not seen the Alfonso Cuarón movie, Tu Mama Tambien, spoiler alert. At the end, after they have slept with each other, which was initiated, this is the two friends, after they slept with each other, one played by Diego Luna, who was a child in this movie.
They bang? I don't remember them banging.
Well, they start banging their...
the girl.
So it is Challengers. Girl together. They're banging her together, and then the camera, like as Cuarón does, goes up slowly from her, like, doing both of them to... I know, yeah. It's perversion, right? I mean, let me show the two men kissing. Yeah. And then they start making out, and then it smash cuts to them waking up in bed next to each other.
Okay. I don't remember that part, but fair enough. It is challenging.
Unless you perceive film very literally.
Yeah.
I think the subtext there is that they slept together. But what my friend said that really cements it is like after that, and the narrator shows, they have a very uncomfortable drive home back to Mexico City, and then it jump cuts to them a year in the future where they just have a chance interaction on the street and then just never talk again.
That ending is fucking such a gut punch.
It's sad.
I never saw him again.
Yeah, and it's like they would never see each other again.
Yeah.
Like that to me says like, oh, it's because they have repressed.
Yeah, for sure.
Their feelings.
Dude, just the beach that they find is just like so everything in that movie is just so idealistic and gorgeous.
Well, it's idealistic and gorgeous, but it's set against the background of they get to live in an idealistic and gorgeous world because not only is it just a take on, you know, masculinity and love and sexuality, it's also class because Diego Luna's character is the son of the president, he's the son of a diplomat, and his friend is middle class, and their friend, the girl, is from Spain, so she's upper class, and their world is idealistic, but all throughout the movie it's doing these freeze narration saying, oh, this van of people would die later in this piece of violence. Like they live outside the lower class part of it.
There's also I love it when directors do that. They have their whatever story they're telling in the backdrop of actual kind of political division and violence and stuff. That's adding texture and flavor to your love story like that. Just putting it in the real world. You know what I mean?
It's something where I'm ashamed to say that I probably am so illiterate with media that I have to watch things in a group setting in order to feel confident enough to ask someone, hey, is that what I think it is? And then be like, that's the point. That's the thing they're going through.
Dude, remember when we watched Children of Men together, same director, and it was the dogs. Yes. Remember? I was like, what? There's fucking animals following him always. He's like, all the animals like him. That's something. That's like a thing.
There's something there. Yeah. And then we shot you down at first, and like it kept happening.
It's like chickens.
So
and
this
shit.
is clearly a motif. Yeah. And like I would not have been bold enough to say that. Bring it home.
Yeah, so
we lost track of ourselves. We lost ourselves.
This is what happens when I get another movie guy on the podcast.
What about a Radiohead guy?
Oh, dude, I know Creep.
It's a great one. It's one about being a creep and a weirdo.
I know so little of Radiohead. I just know that's the meme is like play Creep or whatever is like the most normie worst take ever.
It's like okay, there's a phenomenon happening that I think I'm experiencing, maybe I'm just the only one noticing this and I'm slowly going insane, that the stuff which was formerly cringe is now no longer cringe and the old cringe is the new cringe, right? Or like, you know, like the old gods, the new gods, etc.
Sure.
There's a trend on Twitter where, this brings it back to Slop, there's a discourse of what was millennial cringe of like heckin' doggo pupper pizza, you know, is going to be supplanted in the cringe sphere with Yas Queen, Yassified, that's the T-sis, like that terminology.
100%.
Twitter experts, our finest Twitter warriors and doctorates are saying that when the Zoomers hit their mid-20s and late 20s into their 30s, that will be seen by the Gen Alpha.
100%. It is the inevitable flow and circle of time,
which is kind of freeing, if you ask me.
Without a doubt. Also, you know what's truly freeing, Stuart, is just simply like embracing the fact that I was and am and always will be cringe, and like posting, especially if you're posting shit online, bro. You have to I have to experience legitimate ego death when I post a clip on fucking Instagram. It's a nightmare. I can't.
You can't participate in social media.
No. But I post it and then I just never look at it again. But everything that I said back then was, oh dude, I think I might have told the story before, but bear with me.
Please.
My Twitter, I've had a Twitter since like freshman year of high school, right?
God, you were ahead of me.
Yeah, and I went back and scrolled all the way to the bottom of my Twitter
of your feed,
of my feed,
yes.
And it was back in the day in high school when I was just tweeting, you know, like back when Twitter was just like, here's what I'm doing today, that type of stuff.
Yes.
And I was a big hip hop fan, so I would tweet lyrics, and they had the N-word in them. So I was a high schooler.
You heard it here, folks.
I was a high schooler.
You know where to find the evidence.
No, but I went back and purged every single tweet.
He's admitting culpability.
Up until
metadata is there.
I tweeted the N-word. It was not the hard ER, but it was in reference to someone I had great respect for, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
So I was just tweeting Lil Wayne lyrics. Very stupid. Wouldn't do it obviously again.
I think there's a line there of like, I'm a teenager who likes music versus oh, I'm gonna cancel myself versus someone saying the N-word.
Of course.
Right? There's a certain level of maturity you learn where like, okay, I probably shouldn't say that.
But you know what that is? It's pretty cringe. It's pretty cringe to tweet the N-word in any capacity or say it as a white.
Watch the pendulum swing, pal.
No, you're right. I have to say. Okay, so the punchline is this. I went back and deleted all my Twitter, and it took like, several hours to scroll all the way down and delete everything up until like a year ago, right? I tried to do the same thing with Facebook. I was really into Facebook. I like Twitter was like
that's where I was.
A more recent-ish development. Maybe it doesn't matter when, but I went back to Facebook and just tried scrolling. I scrolled for legitimately like a half hour to try to get to the bottom of my Facebook. I couldn't do it. Like there's just thousands.
You were active.
Yes, extremely.
Did you lack self
almost awareness?
No. Crippling
self-doubt.
Yes.
No, I had all
lack
that.
Of confidence.
I had all that, but I was always, even as a young child or a teenager, I was always I would like think of something funny or think of something that I thought was interesting, and then like workshop it a little bit and then post it online because I wasn't good in person. No. I was always
you gotta let it simmer.
You gotta let it sit. But I was like, it's pretty funny if I could think about it or whatever, and like the cool kids would like or whatever my tweet or Facebook post, and I would feel so validated.
Yeah. It's external validation, but documented.
But I'm still the same human. I need the external validation because the internal thing is still.
But were you earnest then, or are you earnest now when you post? I'm less earnest now. I'll tell you that much.
I haven't been earnest online in many a year. I think it's very, very uncomfortable.
Show me a man who is.
Yeah, there's people that are. Even some like comedians will do the serious political post or whatever, and it just turns me off.
That's like
nothing.
The biggest kryptonite. I mean, like you want to test someone on like, okay, be earnest online. Speak something that you believe philosophically, which is controversial online, and try not to feel like, how is this going to come off?
Yeah, exactly.
How are they going to perceive me, man?
I don't think that you're gaining anything. I don't think that any ground is being gained, and I also just don't find it entertaining or engaging. I find it distasteful, and I fucking turn it off.
That virtue signaling word.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, it depends on who your audience is. If I have no followers and I post something I believe and it's for me, then I want to believe that, okay, I mean, I don't, for the record, I don't do that. This is like...
Well, then why don't you do that?
I don't fucking have, there you go. All right. Case in point.
Where are you scared of the...
No, I am. I'm like, what if I'm wrong? Sure. What if I change my mind? God forbid. Mm-hmm. Like the point of this country and political discourse is like being able to like, oh, you know what? Actually, I was wrong. Yeah, I guess so. I think the earnestness thing comes down to like, we've gotten to a level, and this is back to the cringe thing, where we've gotten to a level of what was the old cringe is now, or what was the cringe has now become the old cringe, and the new cringe will come here, and you will see what we've gone through to say that, okay, well, the only way like to avoid the new cringe is to be hyper aware of what you're posting, which then becomes the antithesis of being hyper earnest. So what I've heard, and by heard I mean just doom scrolled on Twitter 1,000 times and taken in, like no original thoughts. What I've heard is that, okay, these fucking Gen Alpha fucks and these Gen Z Zoomer fucks, they are averse to authenticity, to being earnest online.
Interesting.
But I mean, so are we.
Yeah. Okay. I hadn't heard that exact take that the authenticity thing is lacking.
Yeah. Well, authenticity in the sense that like you cannot say anything for risk of being perceived as cringeworthy.
Sure.
Like that term cringe itself has now endeared itself to creating, oh, I cannot be cringe.
Okay, fair enough.
As opposed to like we experience cringe naturally. What's the word? Organically. We experienced it organically because we were like, oh, fuck, that was cringeworthy. I didn't realize that. But now there's a word for it, so you know to look out for it.
Okay, fair enough. And also, I think if you widen the scope of posting to like all sorts of posting, not specifically. No. What I'm saying is it is actually potentially an issue if you are super hyper fixated on your perception of the world. Like that's gonna suffocate your art if you are an artist, right? It's gonna make you terrified to put yourself out there in any form or fashion,
right?
Where like I would never call myself an artist doing this podcast. However, what I was gonna say is like when I started this thing, I was like, I know for a fact this is gonna be painful and I'm gonna suck at it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I really want to do it. And like that's like it's not that I am avoiding cringe, it's that I'm barreling through it, and I'm like I'm not in a denial of the cringe. I'm just like accepting of it.
Well,
like, I will be cringe. I am and will and always will be. Yes.
This is good. The fact that I keep looking at myself on the monitor to see how I'm coming off.
We're cringe.
It's very cringe.
Yeah. But cringe is cool, man. Cringe is fine.
Cringe is cool, but that makes me the next question is like, so then if I'm aware of my audience, and if I'm so aware to avoid the cringe, is the most pure, most spiritually true, authentic place on the internet, is it Reddit?
Oh, kill yourself.
I'm just saying. I mean, if I know my audience is Reddit, then why wouldn't I? Dude, you've seen some weird subreddits. I've seen some weird subreddits.
I'm vocally.
Speaking of, shout out to University of Virginia. Founded out. Reddit was founded at UVA at the Waffle House.
Am I equating what those fucking freaks on Reddit are doing as art? Like, I'm not equating that to art in the slightest.
No, what I'm saying is if your perceived audience is a Redditor, are you less likely or more likely to say something that's cringeworthy if it's the truth?
More.
There you go.
But I think they get it wrong so infrequently. That it's
if Twitter is the cool kids,
yes,
and Reddit is the fucking nerds,
yes.
But I'm there's less at stake from sharing with the nerds.
100%. Yeah, I think Tumblr even, like for the autistic or whatever. Like there's places in this.
Is Tumblr still around?
Yeah, but it's nowhere near.
It was neutered.
It's nowhere near.
I'm just sitting here preaching to the masses.
I feel that
I perceive your audience reaches thousands and thousands of viewers, and they're just
hundreds of thousands
hanging off my every word.
That's right.
The weight that you must carry, this power.
It's like Atlas or Sisyphus or sort of a combination of both.
Would you stream ever? Because I used to think streaming was playing video games, but then I realized that Nick Fuentes is a streamer, and it's just like, you can just rant.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
It's fucked up.
I'm not interested in streaming. I think it would be cool once I do garner an audience as a podcaster. It'd be cool to do like monthly sort of streams. I do have the... there's a guy, a YouTuber named YMS. Are you familiar with him? He's a internet reviewer, big fan of the guy.
I do love
he did his entire Blu-ray collection in like a 15-hour stream.
No shit.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite. When I was like
when you say he did, he like videotaped himself watching it live.
No, he pulled down each one of his Blu-rays and
for
like
15 hours
for 15 hours because he had a giant collection.
So it's a big collection.
Yeah. So but that type of thing is of interest to me, or like monthly sort of hey, how's it going streams, but I would never am I interested in the fucking daily streaming thing.
I don't know.
It's
you
not
could
my
say
jam.
that's really raw if you want to talk about authenticity. Okay. Supposedly, because there is so much content being produced, you can find streams of people just living. And like,
that's interesting.
Could you argue that that's the purest form of art now? It's just a guy who just live streams living his life like a 9 to 5. Maybe more than that.
I suppose so, but there's no way it's interesting. I mean,
it's more honorable then.
I guess I don't know. Like, that strikes me as like I don't know. Fucking, we're in the
we're veering.
We're in the weird. All right, let's move on to another. So there's a couple of other breaking news stories here today. Basically, just to wrap up the Netflix thing. That shit's crazy. Warner Brothers, whatever it is, what it is. We were powerless to stop it. So we'll see how it goes. Another interesting development in the business world is that the Xbox CEO Phil Spencer, the guy who like has carried Xbox on his shoulders for the past 10 years or so, like through a very tumultuous time.
Yeah, how's that gone for Xbox?
It's really bad. Xbox is in the worst spot it's ever been in by far. If you look at the sales data between the Series X consoles and PS5, PS5s have outsold the Xbox Series X like 7-1 now. They've sold 7 times the amount of consoles. So like it is over for the hardware race. It's fucking done. So they've pivoted. This is all under Phil Spencer's leadership into like anything's an Xbox. That's like the new marketing push. Is like, well, Xbox is now a digital company. So like they have the Game Pass thing, right?
The Japanese one.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah. And
what happened to American exceptionalism?
Goddamn right. These
used to be a proper country.
These dirty foreigners.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I've watched enough of the Pacific. No, dude, I don't.
What was your? Tell me this. What was your? Have you ever been a game console guy? Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I was a GameCube guy first.
Same. GameCube, Xbox 360.
GameCube to Xbox
Switch,
because Halo was the only
Wii.
M-rated game my mom would let me play. Shout out to Bungie. Excited for Marathon. That's gonna be excited.
Yeah, dude.
We'll get to that later. But I was an Xbox 360 kid. When I turned 16, I started buying Call of Duties without my parents' permission because I wasn't allowed to play M-rated games, and that was where it was at. You and I were probably in high school around the time. Yeah, we were.
100%.
I was in 7th grade when Modern Warfare 2 came out,
dude,
and that was
cultural sensation. Absolutely.
All the rage.
Yeah, but the 360 was the golden era of Xbox when they actually caught up to the PS. The PS.
I think they were actually rivaling PlayStation at that time.
The PS3 was the least successful of all the PlayStation consoles.
No shit.
And the Xbox 360 was the most. Exactly.
What were they thinking?
They marketed it as like a video console before game console, and it was super expensive, and they were behind the curve, and Xbox 360 just came through and fucking wrecked. But then the following generation, PS4 comes out with a ton of sexy exclusives. Your God of Wars, your
it was the exclusive titles.
Yes,
that's what
Last
it
was. Of Us. What's the other? The fucking,
anything Naughty Dog.
Exactly. Yeah. So they had all those, and then Xbox just kind of like was like, just kind of squeaked out of
Gears of War.
Exactly.
I don't know why Xbox is culturally Jewish in my mind. But.
It's Woody Allen is the new CEO.
Got maybe a Bungie reboot of Halo.
Yeah. How about Halo again for the 5th time?
But they fighting the fires. Yeah. They're like a different covenant now.
Yeah, it's you no longer play as Master Chief. No one wants to see him anyway.
They've canceled Master Chief.
Yeah.
I think it's a symptom of the fact that my first big boy console was an Xbox 360, that I never really perceived Xbox as being the underdog. Mm-hmm. I thought that Xbox was just a rival on equal stature of PlayStation. Until now, I'm looking back. Oh shit, you're kind of right. Like
they
were normally not the ones winning that market share, huh?
They were the new kids on the block, and they came out swinging. Like the Xbox One was kind of a dud, and then the 360 just fucking caught fire. And the market was right, and they had the right game. Halo being the absolute flagship console seller.
God bless Bungie for that.
Yeah, and they've literally never since then had any IP of any weight close to that. The Halo franchise is in ruin.
Halo franchise is gone.
And
what was the one they tried to follow it up with? Not Bungie's other one.
Destiny.
Destiny, yes.
People like Destiny, but it's on the downturn. Their player
it was cool art design. I think that was kind of it, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And they handed a Halo to 343, and it's been absolute dog shit. Bad games one after the other. So anyway, they are currently pulling the plug on the entire leadership team and putting in new people. So
shit! Typically, that's what this news is.
Yes. So typically, this happened literally 2-3 days ago.
Nice.
Phil Spencer, and then the president, whose name is Sarah Bond. So Phil Spencer, CEO, President Sarah Bond. Typically speaking, if Phil Spencer retired, which is what they're trying to frame this as, she'd be the successor.
Next in
but
line.
She's getting cut too. She's like
heir apparent.
I'm also retiring. So they are looking for a complete change in the company. They are tired of taking L's, presumably, and they've hired this new lady named Asha Sharma, which sounds like a sandwich. Perhaps that was racially charged. No good.
Okay, but there's an Eric Andre bit. Like, what is that? Is that a Jewish name? Is that a Muslim name?
Yeah.
Is that a hermaphrodite name? Now that it
is one of those three. But the headline here is that this lady has never played a video game once in her life.
Fuck yeah, man.
She is literally
get the old guard out,
dude. But don't you want someone that has some gaming experience as your CEO?
Hot take, no, I don't.
Really?
And that's easy for me to say because I'm no longer invested. I'm not above video games. I just don't.
It's a gaming company.
I don't enjoy video games anymore. Okay, but before we get into that,
we've all grown up.
I'm curious. Like, it wasn't working for them, right? So yeah, I'd probably want someone who has some experience in the video game industry running my flagship video game company of Microsoft. But fuck it. I mean, you're already this far behind. Like, why not put like a football player at like, why not put Air Bud in? Right?
Sure.
Wow, that could be really insensitive. To equate a woman stepping in for Xbox as putting a golden retriever on your basketball team.
I think it's
not the subtext I was going for.
I think it's just yeah. Maybe she's
okay. What would the change be? If it's IP?
Mm-hmm.
Is it IP? Is it hardware? Or what about the fact that I think that video games are just fundamentally changing by the way they're consumed? Like I think Valve had it right with Steam. It was always going to be streaming.
100%. 100%.
Once, I mean, you can't. No one's got a crystal ball, but like the hardware in the data infrastructure needed to beam games into our laptops. We don't need a disc anymore. We don't. It just gets downloaded from the fucking cloud, baby.
Yeah. The problem with streaming though, and like there's a difference between Steam and Game Pass. Game Pass is the Netflix of gaming. Here's the thing about Netflix: it's the only one of the digital media streamers that makes any money whatsoever. Every single one of them is in the hole, including Game Pass. Game Pass, you have to charge like $40 to $50 a month to make it profitable, and people are not willing to pay that amount. So therefore, they charge less than that and take the L and just hope eventually that it will catch up.
I mean, how'd that go for the Movie Pass thing too? Right? Like you can just abuse that. Yeah. No. Well, I guess I misspoke then. Like the platform being. Excuse me. Let me see here. The platform being I just consume it and download it to play it, as opposed to what I really meant to say is like Fortnite or beyond Battle Royale. What's another good example? Minecraft, more like what's not the Blizzard one that everyone loves? Overwatch. Shit like that, where it's like pay to play every time. You know, like that being the new model for success. I think multiplayer is out the door, because when you and I were coming up, multiplayer was king. It was you'd pay your subscription to whatever pass allowed you to play with other people. Once you bought the property, you had the property, and maybe you bought the DLC. But it was always, I'm logging on to play with my friends for this amount of time, and that's it.
Oh, there's no money in that anymore, Stuart.
But okay, which is crazy to me. Like, I feel like as a narrative consuming cinephile, like having the alternative be like Kojima's making some weird shit, and that's like pumping PlayStations through the roof. Because you're telling me Guillermo del Toro as a Death Strand man over there, and Norman Grievous.
Del Toro as by the way, I'd be shocked if there was not some sort of fish monster in that game that you can fuck. Yeah. It has to exist. Yeah. But yeah, dude, that still works. That model still works because people typically enjoy quality, but they're also people are like addicted to these multiplayer loot gathering. What's the big one that everyone's playing right now that the Peanut plays on TikTok? What the fuck is that? Arc Raiders. Oh, right. Or like Marvel Rivals. So like where there's the cosmetics and stuff to buy, like that model
it's all just a form of loot collection.
100%. And like, dude, every big developer tried to make their own. There's a term for this type of game that I'm blanking on right now, but it's you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Multiplayer, looter shooter, buy your own shit, live service. Oh, live service. So that every single
I love corporate think tank terms to describe an epoch that's destroying the things I love.
Every developer tried to make they greenlit 5 live service games because they want to be the next Overwatch. They want to be the next Arc Raiders, and like Arc Raiders kind of came out of nowhere and is fucking crushing it. But
I'd heard that as like a term. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's the same. Is
that the same as Helldivers?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Okay. It's the same as that, which is the same as Fortnite, which is the same as Battle Royale. So. Anyway, the landscape is shifting. I do think it's interesting that they hired a lady with zero gaming knowledge. It makes me think, or it's like a sign of the times of like, yeah, dude, we're throwing away what's not working and we are looking towards the future.
Burn it all down.
By the way, this lady,
what's her credentials beyond this?
AI.
Yeah,
that's her big background.
Well, I'm not surprised by that.
She's been in Microsoft's AI development pipeline for 5 or 6 years. Before that, she was doing some like, I don't know, app or something.
Was she building AI, or is she like someone who's like, we're going to use AI and everything?
She's pushing AI hard.
Okay.
So,
well, I really wonder when companies are going to figure out that's not popular. I mean, the approach right now is like, accept it. You're going to accept it. And I get that from perspective of like, sure, make the bullshit at my job easier, but don't replace
put it in my
art. Yeah. Kind of like the human stuff.
It's crazy.
Interesting. Well, I'm curious. Well, now I'm less confident. If you were the CEO of Xbox for Microsoft, whatever this position's title is,
what would I do?
What would you do differently? What did Sony do with PlayStation that worked so well?
Sony locked down on exclusives, which was massive. I think there was actually like several years ago.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, dude. Like or Uncharted or all the ones. Yeah. Like everyone wants to play the new Spider-Man game. Guess what?
Yes.
You can only play that on PlayStation 5. So go fuck yourself. Like
yeah, I was upset about that in college.
Yeah, and then there's. At this point, it's tough to pivot into exclusives because you don't have the player base. You don't have the consoles to sell. No one has a fucking Xbox consoles, Series X, so therefore you can't.
No one bought an Xbox Series X.
No one.
That is a crazy fact to me. Is like I have not thought
7-1.
I have not thought of Xbox Series X since they first announced it, or like since it was released.
By the way, the naming convention is just the worst possible. Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, like all that shit.
They really fucked themselves with that 360. Like okay, 360 degrees.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I read this like actually from Reddit. One of the
720.
Yeah. Everyone thought it was gonna be 720, but then the internal thing is that they wanted everyone called it the 360, so they wanted everyone to call it the one, kind of like fucking
that's so
the Matrix.
Stupid, man.
Yes. But instead, everyone calls it X-Bone. Everyone's like, fucking
the X-Bone. I liked the X-Bone. That was my
I still
console.
use it every day. I watch Netflix and shit on it.
If mine still worked, I would use it every day. Yeah. But the irony is it just turned into a vehicle for Netflix and streaming.
Exactly. So anyway, it's impossible to pivot. I don't know. Fucking hire the AI lady who sounds like a...
Don't hire the AI. Unless she's not going to use AI, don't hire the AI lady.
No, it's over. She's hired, dude. So, yeah. So what I would do is fucking, I don't know, charge more for Game Pass. No, you can't do that either. You're fucked. You're fucked. Burn it all down. Start over.
Was the best game this year Atlas Obscura Expedition? Yada yada yada.
I have not played it. I've heard it's incredible.
I've not played it either. It's just the one that like it made news. So
it won every award.
Right. Okay. Make more of those then. That'd be my suggestion
for sure
to this lady.
I think it was multi-platform. All right. Last piece of breaking news here before we get into some other slopics. Fucking Smiling Friends is coming to an end, dude.
Pour one out.
Such a bummer. I was actually wearing a Smiling Friends shirt on the last week's episode. Very sad. It's all the characters, all the friends.
You fucking coward.
But yeah,
don't pick a favorite.
Yeah, exactly. It's Alan. Alan's the man.
Mr. Boss is where it's at.
Mr. Boss, you're so right.
Because
but dude, couple thoughts. They were renewed for season 4 and 5, and then they just promptly put out a statement today that was like, hey, yeah, we're not doing that. As a matter of fact, we're tired of this and we don't want to do it anymore. And we're just we're gonna leave when we're on top and like leave them wanting more, which is it's a much cooler move than doing the Rick and Morty of being like,
I was about to say, do you think it's good or bad? Because like, I'm sad that it's gone.
Yes.
Do you think that they prevent themselves from back to the cringe? They have officially cemented themselves as a legend cut down in their prime, even though it was self-imposed, and they can never become cringe.
100%.
You're not going to see Allen bongs in your smoke shop.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you probably do already. Like,
yeah, but I think they probably walked past like a seedy looking smoke shop and saw all the Smiling Friends knockoff merch, and were like, oh no,
it's gone too far.
It's gone too far.
Look what you troglodytes have done with our art.
Exactly.
Which is what you get when you make an Adult Swim show. You run the risk of turning into those people.
Yes.
I am those people.
It truly captured the nation, brother. Like it became a big freaking hit.
I think this is something I'm never going to fully tap into, like the Zoomers probably, or the Gen Alpha did, of this cements a part of time for me. Like, I'm going to say it. I was on the train for Rick and Morty.
Fuck yeah.
It was early on.
It was great.
I was watching it on Adult Swim late at night.
Midnight.
Not to be hipster before it was popular, but like wondering, what the fuck is this? Like, and I was asking myself, are they doing a Back to the Future bit? Is that what they're doing with this? Which they were without saying it. And like, I connected with that. I was like, I have some ownership. I feel like this is like, I identify because I invested early, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing with Smiling Friends because I think I already followed either Zach or Michael on Instagram, or no, on YouTube for some of their shorts. And I loved the pilot. That was fucking hilarious. I'm like, why do they not pick this up? This is great. And then they did, and it was just phenomenal.
Yes.
And then I just kind of, I don't know. I think I wanted it to be only that, and I kind of felt afraid it would become, I don't know, maybe I just can't enjoy something if somebody else enjoys it. It's the real fucking problem here of like,
that's ego, dude.
You got bad opinions. You like this? It's not cool anymore.
Yeah, you got to kill that within yourself.
I really do. That's cringe.
You're terrified of being cringe. That's what you are.
I cannot live without being perceived.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I was a diehard Rick and Morty fan for seasons 1 through 3. I think are legitimately excellent.
They are,
and really, really layered and dark, and tons of great philosophy.
I think a show that's really insanely quotable to the point of being annoying is still a really good fucking show.
100%. But then the culture grabs it and it becomes out of your control, and it peaked at like end of season 3, start of season 4, and then the show started. I remember they made it's funny we're talking about Rick and Morty when Smiling Friends is
I win Adult Swim.
Yeah. So they actually made the conscious choice going into, because they got renewed. I still remember this very distinctly. They got renewed for like 4 seasons. In one sign of a contract, they were like, you now have 40 episodes on Adult Swim in the future.
This is Rick and Morty.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so like they
got a blank check and they're like, okay, we have to do this now.
Exactly. But they had to pivot because they were doing this like story driven kind of dark, cool, the evil Morty stuff and all like the interesting sort of they were like, how about we put a pause on that and just we have so many episodes that we need to fill them with just kind of like return to status quo at the end, typical sitcom.
It's just got to be more of
A story,
community
B story
layered. Dan Harmon.
I fucking love Community.
Yeah, of course you do.
But yeah, dude. And so they pivoted away from that, and then once they made that decision, the show just decreased in popularity, and now it's like no one gives a fuck about Rick and Morty. It is over.
Until, I mean, I guess they're still making seasons for that. It really is. I think that's a sign of like where Adult Swim is at, because I think there was a point where Adult Swim existed again in my mind as this is something that no one cares about, and that's why it's great.
Yeah.
But if this ever hit the mainstream and everyone cared about it, we would not like it. We would call it cringe and stupid. But the fact that it's in the shadows is what makes it wonderful.
Is Rick and Morty the most mainstream Adult Swim property?
I think so. I mean, what else is there? Well, there's a lot. I'm trying to say, what is?
I feel like we're missing something.
I mean, okay, fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, but it's not. There's nowhere close to Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's true.
It's popular, but nowhere close.
Aqua Teen. I mean, I think of like
Robot Chicken,
Family Guy. Robot Chicken.
Family Guy was not originally Adult
Family
Swim.
Guy was Fox.
Yep.
They can't call. I only can call it that.
Yep.
Robot Chicken definitely in terms of like mainstay Adult Swim TV.
You know what's funny is I would always we would watch Adult Swim was like our put on the TV at the sleepover and then like fall asleep to media.
Tim and Eric. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sure, Tim and Eric. Fair enough. Which, by the way, I just watched the movie, $1 billion movie. I still haven't seen it. Cried laughing.
I prefer to consume my Tim and Eric through just YouTube shorts.
That's fair.
That's my bad take.
The movie's awesome, but
you were saying like just Adult Swim TV coming on late at night. You get what you get.
It was the like perfect sleepover, go to sleep best. Shit. We'd always watch Family Guy, which would bleed into American Dad, which would go to Robot Chicken.
Yep.
And like once it hit Robot Chicken, it was like 3 a.m. You're like,
all right, it's like the witching hour.
It's about time to go to bed. Dude.
Well, I mean, if you blaze past that, you got into some weird shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
Children's Hospital, or like China, Illinois, or Super Jail.
Yes.
And that's the shit I love, where it's like either I'm too delirious or I'm too young. I don't understand the humor, but I get that this is like forbidden fruit.
Yes, I love it, and the fact that it's on network television is so
exactly.
cool. It's so cool.
Strangely, like I think the kind of stuff that would only get a big audience on like the modern day internet of, well, not modern day, but like in the Instagram period and Twitter, like that. But at the time, it's like, oh, this is broadcast television. Fuck yeah,
it's so cool. I think Adult Swim is one of the coolest companies ever.
Which is a shame. I wonder. And back to Smiling Friends, like this was definitely. I listened to about 20 seconds of the video they put out.
I watched the whole thing.
Good for you. You have more metal than me.
It's 5 minutes long.
I was smoking a cigarette and I was like, I don't like this news. This doesn't make me feel better. On the next one. I'm the target consumer. It sounds to me like this was their choice.
Yes, 100%. They were burned out. They didn't want to do it anymore. They said they put 110% into this in these first 3 seasons.
May I say something then? Please. I didn't like the last season.
Oh, really?
I didn't finish all of it. I loved season 1. I thought season 2 was losing the juice. Season 3 I got through part of and didn't try.
Okay.
Now to be fair, it's again like someone else says that's cringe to me, and if I watch it, am I so malleable in my opinions? I'm like, oh, it's cringe. I can't enjoy this now. And it was just the same the whole time.
I'm definitely malleable with my opinions. I have a similar opinion though.
Okay.
I think but flipped. I like season 2 better than season 1.
Okay, yeah.
But I also did not finish season 3. But now I will, because it's like gonna be lost media here.
It is gonna be lost media here in a bit. No one's gonna remember this.
Yeah.
I remember like that pilot came out in 2019.
Love the pilot.
Was it 2018 or 2019? Yeah. It was like pre-COVID. And I do not know why, but I was stoned at college being like, this is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen. Like they go in the wall and Finn Wolfhard.
Oh, is
his
that?
Voice. Yeah. That's my fun take, is that in the pilot of Smiling Friends, when Alan goes in the wall for the first time to find his missing cheese or whatever the fuck it was, like there's a guy on the computer like covering it up. That is Mike from Stranger Things.
That's awesome.
The voice actor.
That's awesome.
Look it up, internet.
Yeah. The thing I love about that, loved and love still to this day, is like it's so clear how these are children of the internet.
Yes.
These two.
Yes.
And they put stuff into their show that's like very niche, fun internet. The Burger King foot lettuce guy in season 1.
Yes.
Or like there's 100 million just little memes and like cameos that they get.
Which is why it's so dense.
Yes.
It's so dense.
And it's 11 minutes long, and it really does feel like a full 22-minute comedy, because it's just joke.
You talk about them being like children of the internet. So the reason Mr. Boss is my favorite character is because he is voiced by a different content creator. Look him up if you listen to this podcast. Sick Animation on Instagram. I have to plug this guy. He's fucking hilarious.
Whoa.
Yeah. No. Okay. So he just does weird shit, but it's the kind of stuff that, like, when I was going crazy in COVID in 2020, like in lockdown, like this stuff, it melted my brain in a good way.
Yeah.
He voices Mr. Boss, but they've let him do a few cameo characters too. Like he voiced Bill Nye, I think, in the Bill Nye episode, and did the song. There's a lot of music. the fact that like they found him, I don't know if he was friends with Zach or with Michael or what it was, but they're like, yeah, we need to make this guy part of our show, and they included him in there. That's the kind of stuff where I'm like, okay, you're internet people, you find other artists, that's fucking funny.
Or dude, the pilot, the guy who voices the gun, Mike Stacklasa of Red Letter Media,
he is, isn't he?
All-time favorite YouTube channel.
I fucking realized like that voice sounds like the RLM guy.
So like they truly give a fuck, and I will miss the show, but it is a baller move to go out on top.
Would you? Yeah, like you what?
It's baller.
To quote The Dark Knight, Harvey Dent.
Live long enough to see yourself become gay or
cringe.
Cringe and
you either die based.
Die based or see
What's is based even like parlance for the young people anymore?
Bro, I still hear it. It's less so. That's less so now, but still, yeah.
Whatever. Do you die here or live long enough to see yourself become Rick and Morty?
That's right. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rip. But anyway, crazy news. But that was 3 breaking news segments right in a row. That was pretty fun.
High octane shit.
Yeah, dude.
High octane slop.
All right, let's move on. Stuart, I usually ask people this at the beginning of the episode, but I really
thank God you didn't. I would establish my opinions off the bat.
What is your slop intake like? What are you consuming? What are your apps? What's your screen time?
I'm eating Twitter. So much.
Yes.
And Instagram. I use Instagram to stalk people.
Yep.
And Twitter to stalk ideas. To stalk opinions.
To fill your mind palace.
To populate and furnish my mind palace.
That's right.
With controversial and educated takes. I don't think for myself.
With Instagram, I use it to get horny.
Yeah, you could do that on Twitter too.
I guess.
So you were on Twitter as a high schooler.
Yes.
I did not get on Twitter until the year that Elon bought it. And that was not because I support Elon. It was because the Mavs were on a hot streak with Luka, and I'd been told by Instagram that just basketball Twitter is like the Wild Wild West. It's lawless.
Stuart be like, it's called Twitter. No thanks. It's called X.
Oh. Now that's clean.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna.
My hero Elon Musk owns a social media concept.
That Elon Musk renamed it X.
Oh man.
I got on for Mavericks basketball Twitter, and the point I'm getting to is I feel like I got on early enough prior to the whitewashing with Nazism and right-wing accounts and a lot of changes that, do you think that if you were grandfathered, like you got to keep a certain aspect? Like I should know, but I don't know how algorithms and targeted content pushing works. But I want to believe that like I still get leftism on my Twitter, which I seek out. I want that.
Of course.
So yeah,
me too. For the record, I do get pushed some questionable right wing / Nazi stuff.
I get ads.
Sure.
And I have to be like, don't want to see that, and they're like, we don't care.
Yeah. But generally, I wouldn't still use it's my social media of choice, and the reason for that is because it's great. It's fucking dark and mean,
unvarnished,
and it's the opposite of fucking Reddit. Reddit, I can't stand.
Which is the irony is because I was on Reddit for longer than I was on Twitter.
I've been on Reddit for like
I grew up
15 years. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more.
Listen, I waste 8 hours of my screen time on Twitter now. Not on Reddit.
Yeah. You fill your brain with deranged lunatics instead of just the most embarrassing kind of whitewashed cringe.
Cringe? I don't know, buddy. I mean, you want to talk porn? Like, that's what Reddit is for now.
No,
Reddit's good for if you're watching. Don't watch pornography. I feel like I consume most of my slop through Twitter, but like Twitter is like it is my highbrow slop. You know, I can it's like I have to. God, you ever make kombucha?
Sure.
Oh, God, fuck you.
I never made it, but I know what it is.
If you're watching this former roommate, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I had a roommate who made kombucha and it stunk the fucking apartment up and smelled like ass and vinegar, and he would make me try it, and it would always taste shitty.
Yeah.
I hope this goes viral so that we can have a real coming together, Nolan. I hope you're doing well, buddy. But I feel like my Twitter feed is like a SCOBY. If you know what that is it's the start. It's like the sourdough starter for your kombucha. You got to like flop it in. It's this weird pate, like gelatinous thing that you throw in to whatever you're making kombucha out of. Well, to whatever flavors you're adding into your tea to make the kombucha. And it like, gets the fermentation going. I feel like I have to maintain that with my Twitter algorithm. Cause like if I like too many, I watched the hockey game on Monday and I was so jazzed about it that I was just liking almost every single hockey tweet that I saw. And then for 3 days, it was just hockey shit I didn't care about anymore.
Yeah.
Same thing with the politics stuff that I follow. Like, I do get some news on Twitter. And I want to I want to see folks' opinions to news on Twitter. So I'll do the same thing. I'm like, okay, well, this news about Cuba shooting this gunboat off the coast of whatever. I guess off the coast of Cuba. That's an easy one. And I want to say, okay, what's the reaction to this? But the same thing is like, okay, now it's just, and now I'm in a bad mood. I want to get some film discourse, leaving things out. That I feel like I have to maintain, and that's where the highbrow comes from. So I get it all, right?
I don't feel as if I need to maintain it. I feel like it's a pretty natural algorithm. I think it is in terms of algorithms, the second best after TikTok, which TikTok I use pretty frequently too.
I never got on TikTok.
It is gas if you give it the time. It took me probably 3 weeks of unstomachable, horrible content that I would like look at and go, oh, gross, and I was closed out of it. Yes, and so, but then
I couldn't get past it.
Yeah, it's difficult to get past, but once you do, it knows your brain like nothing else. It's very impressive.
Rewire me, China, please,
dude.
Come inside of me and rewire me.
Yeah, they've got it on lock. But Twitter is similar. But I do know what you mean when you start liking especially. I mean, I always like probably my favorite day. Oh god, my favorite day on Twitter was when Charlie Kirk got shot.
That was a great day on Twitter, dude.
Funniest day on Twitter probably ever.
Fucking cancel my ass right now. That was a hilarious day on Twitter.
Hilarious day on Twitter. And
I had not talked to a friend. There was a friend I had who I had not talked to in 4 years, and I talked to her on the day that like Charlie Kirk got shot. Because I was like, you got some good memes right now. Yeah. Like that's
but there's no better. Still to this day, there's no better place online for stuff like that. When crazy shit goes down, everyone wants like the meeting place to go discuss it and throw memes and whatever. It's just the best possible place for that. It makes me feel
lucky. I'm like, how lucky? Like, count your blessings in life. Like, how lucky am I that I have an algorithm that gives me the top keck of Charlie Kirk getting shot memes on the day he's getting shot.
Like 1 hour after he got
straight up. I was at my job and like, I gotta go to the bathroom like 10 times to just laugh at shit and scroll. Like, thank God.
We were blowing up the group chat.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, well, and that's, I don't think there is a form like, okay, do you catch yourself when you're consuming your slop? Do you catch yourself being like, oh, this is just, I'm sorry, I've realized I'm describing doom scrolling of like, this isn't making me feel better, you know, that, and you swap between your 4 different ones.
1,000%.
Yeah,
of course.
That's just doom scrolling.
No, it's no, you're fine. But so what you're doing when you're doom scrolling, what I'm doing when I'm doom scrolling is avoiding life, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to make the feelings
go away. That?
Exactly. In a similar, I've actually had this thought recently, and I've had problems with food my whole life, right?
Gotcha.
And strangely enough, you'll have like this sort of anxious inner feeling that you are trying to address, right? And you can, and I've started working out pretty consistently recently. The feelings.
You look good, by the way.
Thank you. I was fishing for a compliment, so I appreciate it.
Looking pretty sexy.
I would have kicked your ass out if you did not just fucking compliment me just now. Thank you.
God damn, boy.
Jeez, this little body of mine. But dude, so you can get those feelings away by exercising. And
you
can also get them away by shoving food down your face.
Did you know that exercising is a way of producing, I don't know. We have cannabinoid receptors, which we only think of for receiving marijuana that gets us high. But the same receptors in our body for cannabinoids also recept the drugs that make us feel good after exercising. Per one NPR podcast I listened to.
The runner's high is like adjacent to weed?
Yes. The same receptors that take whatever chemical in marijuana, I guess, I mean, it'd be THC, would make one high with marijuana, supposedly, per this quack scientist.
Yeah.
Maha, baby. Per this quack scientist, the same endorphins or whatever chemical that gets produced by exercise is received by these same receptors, and that's why it feels like a high.
Fascinating.
So you're right about that.
I'm curious what the receptors are in my tummy that feel good when I stuff it with cake.
That would be the Willy Wonka patented yummy receptors.
Yeah, the yum yum.
The golden ticket.
The yum yums.
The schnozzel areas. God, that was low.
Dude, my yum yums get so happy, and so like I know this about myself now, but I it's interesting because I have the awareness now of like, oh, I'm having the feelings, and then I will work out and they'll be gone, or I'll eat and they'll be gone. I'll be like, I get to point at it and go like, oh, wow.
Do you get addicted to the feeling though? Where you're like, I need the feeling of working out right now.
Oh, I'm getting there.
That's good.
I've never gotten honestly to that. I've gotten to the point where it feels weird to not go to the gym.
Yeah.
But I have not gotten to the point where I need it. Maybe I have. I don't know.
So our friend who does definitely not watch porn on Twitter, he has the body of an Adonis.
Yes.
Right?
Insane.
And it's like, I set out to go to the gym. It's the same goal I had as a weakling high schooler who got no women.
Yeah.
And you know what? Incels, listen to me right now. No. The same mentality by which I went to the gym then, which was like, I have this body goal. Yeah. I'm going to get it. Like, you start to actually like lift weights or exercise and you're like, this is fucking hard.
Yes.
Like, I'm not going to get anywhere near that. Like, what a blessing it is. Like, instead, the feeling of enjoying the exercise and the runner's high, the lifting high, whatever it is, supplants that. So you start to be like, I don't give a fuck what I look like. I mean, I want to look good, but like, I don't really think I'm going to meet that. So I'm just going to deal with this. And then you keep doing that. Before you know it, you start to look better.
Yes.
It's never enough. It's never going to make you feel better. Ask our friend with the Adonis body. Yeah. You still got to watch Twitter porn.
Yeah.
It's never enough.
Yeah.
But you it's never like, oh, I'll just take this. And then you get what you get down the road.
Here's my theory. My theory is that this is a failure of the public school system. Here's why.
You mean to tell me the public school system was a failure?
This is the first L they've ever taken.
I'm a product of public schooling, pal.
Me too.
Look at me. Look at. I made the smart decision of having tattoos.
Oh yeah, that dude.
And I smoke cigarettes.
God, tats and cigs are so fucking cool.
So fucking cool. I'm the Fonz, baby. Do the Fonz have tats?
But my theory is this, that you should frame exercise as something that you do for your brain.
Yes.
And not for your body.
Yes.
Because I've been fat my whole life. When you tell a young fat kid, hey, quit being fat, you should go exercise. You're like, fuck you. I like food a lot. Like, eh. But if you frame it like,
it's also a way of saying like, you're wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. You're wrong and you need to change.
Yes.
Whereas alternatively, you can say, hey, do you not
feel better?
Do you not like how your brain feels? Are you anxious?
Try this.
Try this. It works. I guarantee it works.
There's a level of like, this is going to be super fucking hard at first, or you're going to think it's hard. I mean, anything is hard. It's like, how do you perceive the experience of a difficulty that makes something no longer fun?
But here's what we do, Stuart. We do things because they're hard, not in spite of them being hard.
That was a quote from Coach Boone. Remember the Titans.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
That was Denzel Washington.
That super fat guy from that movie got super skinny. Exactly. And he's been on Rogan 3 times because he got super skinny. Yeah, dude.
And that's where we were headed, buddy.
That's right.
You, me, Rogan, and the guy who was super fat.
Slop Top's going to the top. We're going to number 2. We're going to beat Rogan eventually.
Coming for you, Rogan.
I'm getting that fat guy on my podcast who's not fat anymore. I will eventually learn that guy's name, so it's not to call him the fat guy.
His character was named Louis Lastic.
Louis Lastic. That's a fat name.
It's a fat name, right? Like, which is, that movie's based on a true story. So like the writers Disney, like, all right, big fat guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna call you Louis Elastic.
Yeah.
Elastic.
Like elastic, like the belt.
Come on, man. Yeah, like blob.
Louis Lipid.
Yeah.
Fucking
calling you Freddy Fat Ass.
Yeah.
The
George GP1.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. No, let's go on this train.
Let's keep riffing.
No, that's far too close to the racism.
Yeah.
I think with the exercise thing of. We've tread this ground already. I don't have to go back here.
Let's tread it again.
Let's tread it again. I don't realize that I feel good because of this until after I've done it.
Yep.
I don't like. You can tell me like, hey, if you just are gonna feel good, and I'm like, I don't fucking want to. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I like doom scrolling and feeling bad until I don't, but I also am not gonna change. Feeling bad is not enough for me to change my action to do something better.
100%.
It's just.
That's why people...
It's just like, oh, fuck, circumstances, I have to. And then I start doing the exercise, I'm like, oh, this feels great.
Yeah, I also think that when you are trying to build a habit of doing a hard thing, that it is not you cannot use your inner motivation as a barometer for what you do. It's like people always talk about the difference between discipline and motivation. You're not waiting for the motivation to go to the gym because it's not going to come to you. You have to you go to the gym because you go to the gym. You don't go to the gym even though it's hard. You do it because it's hard.
Right.
Like you do hard things because that makes your brain feel good.
Anyway. Our next guest will be what's the guy like who will carry the boats?
Dude, Walton Goggins.
Yes, that's exactly who it is.
Which, by the way, we should pivot into this recent fucking surge in looksmaxxing.
Perfect copy for okay.
Are you familiar with this? Like, can you tell me about it?
I knew the term and I thought it was just an ironic joke. Like, okay, half the stuff that makes the news, I think, about Gen Z or Gen Alpha, I just want to believe is like they're doing it ironically as a put on. They're smarter than that.
Well, that's where many things start.
Right. Okay. And then the people who don't perceive irony, or can't tell that something's a joke. Like I think if you showed some of these people that are into clavicular, am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Clavicular.
I think it's clavicular.
Kalashnikovikular.
Yeah.
Anyone who would pick up on that and think this is real, if you showed them Tim and Eric, they'd also like probably think some of that is real, I assume. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad comparison because Tim and Eric's very on the nose. The point being, I was familiar with looksmaxxing as a term. I knew about mewing, okay? Mm-hmm. But I thought that was like a cat thing. I really did. I was like, cats are an internet thing.
That's a beautiful, really sweet, innocent.
I thought it was, well, but no, okay. I thought it was like kind of like, this is like maybe like a twink sex thing. Like they're mewing, they're being like cat boys now.
Okay. I can see that.
And then I was at Thanksgiving with my cousin, who is older than me, by the way. My cousin who lives in Providence, Rhode Island. Shout out, cousin.
What's up, cousin?
God bless you. He was telling me that mewing is smashing your face with a hammer. No, well, it's not. It is the act of enlarging your jaw through specific, I believe, exercises or practices to make your jaw more.
I think we're cut. I think we're mixing our terms here.
Is that not mewing?
I think mewing is like tightening your face so as to look like a guy. But right. All the looksmaxxing, you might be right for the record. I could be wrong.
Well,
on this.
I just know it's like there's a guy named Dr. Richard Mew.
Oh, really?
It's named after a guy. That's what my cousin told me, and I was like, "You're full of shit." He's like, no, look it up. It's like the theory of this facial thing was not like an actual doctor who like did some study that was published on like facial muscles, and some guy read this and was like, "I'm mewing now," and then that took off.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
so this is spiraled now into these influencers breaching containment to be like this should not be on my Twitter, but it is.
I gotta show you a guy.
Please show me a guy.
This gentleman by the name of Connor Murphy. Mm-hmm.
An Irishman,
went to college with.
No shit.
He was in my fraternity.
No shit.
Yes, he was a year above me. He's a guy that I know in real life. And he went down the looksmaxxing path and became extraordinarily successful doing like
2.3 million.
Yeah, he's like very, very successful on YouTube and Instagram doing things like this. But he is
the top comment is the real Connor died years ago.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's a perfect like reflection of like, and he did it. And this is what the comments say.
He took a break online, but when this looksmaxxing stuff came back, he fucking attacked it. He has been doing something with his jaw where he looks like, I mean, a Spy Kids villain or something.
I'm about to say very Floopian. Very very thumb. Very Robert Rodriguez.
It looks fucking insane.
To me, he looks like a Sunday strip cartoon.
Yeah,
character.
Sure.
I don't know why my mind goes to like Nancy, like Sluggo and Nancy.
Oh, dude, sure.
But kind of
where
like
the kind of mouth shapen.
Wines,
right.
Like he gave Popeye cheeks. Should be a sailor in the 30s.
Dude, yes. They should be full of spinach, those cheeks.
Mm-hmm. You should have a corncob pipe.
And
huge forearms.
Here's another interesting tidbit about this gentleman. I knew the guy in real life. He's one of the smartest humans I have ever encountered in my whole... Like, he has a legitimately the craziest photographic memory I've ever seen.
I believe that the people who portray themselves as a certain way online that could be perceived as fucking stupid and pandering to a lower market are actually some of the most intelligent people.
I think yes.
I mean, I don't agree with the choice someone might be making, but like I think they have very high IQs and like have the ability to do. I say that because I also have a fraternity brother who is not looksmaxxing, but are you familiar with Roca News?
No.
It's a pseudo popular. I don't know. It's good, but John Mayer follows it, and that's the sign of quality right there.
Sure.
But it's big enough that it was a small Instagram based news publication. They're trying to do what Vice did, where they're like, we send our people in person, boots on the ground, unvarnished. Like they're in Mexico right now, I think, talking to people about the whole El Mencho killing. But same thing, like that guy who founded it was in my fraternity and really intelligent person.
That's cool.
Went to a great school and was like, okay, I just want to do this instead. I wonder like why make that choice? I think for him it was new. It's different from looksmaxxing, of course, but having an online persona.
Sure. It sounds like your guy actually did something of merit that was very interesting.
Max, I'm sorry if you're watching this, because we had a great conversation at our friend's wedding. I don't think that you guys give the equal coverage that you believe you do. They're like, their whole bent was like, mainstream media news, no matter what side you're on, is biased. We're gonna give you unbiased. I'm like, yeah, but you guys are bending to the right now.
Okay.
I know that I'm a leftist, so I'm probably maybe wrong in that, but like, I think there's some things you guys are covering a bit with a little bit too much of a light hand.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there that does that exist ever, by the way? Is there actually one YouTube channel that is completely just I'm just picturing a monotone guy just reading news.
You could have the most completely monotone and boring voiced AI read through like the front page of Reuters. I think Reuters would be your example, or like the Associated Press. Like the people who feed the main like pundits their news information.
Sure.
Just the facts, ma'am. Okay, so your looksmaxxing friend, Mandibulus zygomotus, that's right. Which I know is just the bet he's doing here. Tell me, have you talked to him since he became a looksmaxxing genius?
Not since college, no. Yeah, but he blew up right away, right after college. He did stuff. Was
he on the path for like viral attention in college?
No.
Did he like have any hint he was gonna do that?
No. He started this right after college. He started getting ripped. Fucking that helps.
That helps.
Jacked, and we were like, "God damn, Connor looks really good! Like, holy shit!" And then he graduated and then started just posting videos. He would do, Ethan Klein, H3. Yes. Yeah. He covered him, which was crazy back in the day. Like that was like at the peak of H3's popularity. And we're like, fucking Ethan Klein is talking about Connor. It's insane.
It is like, John Mayer's following my friend's account.
Yeah.
The guy who sings Your Body is a Wonderland.
Bodies. Dude, he tours with Dave Chappelle too, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, this guy?
No, John Mayer. Yeah.
Why is he tour with John?
They do Dave Chappelle? They tour together. It's fascinating. Anyway, but
rest in peace, Bob Weir. On the looksmaxxing side, go no, please.
The looksmaxxing thing, I think it has been like a very. It's blown the fuck up recently.
It escaped containment is what it did.
Yeah.
And so I cannot claim this is my own opinion, but this was taught to me by our beautiful gay friend that this whole, it's almost like you see signs of this, or this is like almost the motifs of looksmaxxing you can find in other culture that's existed before this, like anime. Like you've seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or okay,
I know of it.
You've seen pictures from the show.
Yes.
You don't even have to be like that very specific example, I think, to see parallels. Or, as my friend pointed out, like the gay community in the sense of masculine gay identity of like being hyper masculine, but a gay man. And that being a culture aspect. And I'm probably butchering this, so forgive me, anyone listening. But that is something that was really not meant for straight people. But you get this weird fucked up sense where like the straight people realize, oh, it attracts people's attention. Mm-hmm. This is getting clicks. People are engaging with this, and they just do it anyway, not realizing that this was never ever meant for you. Like, and that's why it's this weird fucking. I think we're getting a lot of that right now. Like, this was never meant for you. I'm not saying the culture shouldn't be transitive and it shouldn't happen, but it feels like this is what we're getting.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I wouldn't
Go
be
read
surprised.
a book, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this started with the gays, because there's so many cultural trends that just start with the gays, especially fashion and
every bit of our lingo.
Yeah.
I think it's black slang first, then it's gay slang, then it's white girl slang, then the white boys can say it.
100%.
Because there's a very hot button topic point, I think, in the respected news establishment of like, are young men embracing toxic bodybuilding? They're going to the gym for toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. And I used to roll my eyes at that and be like, I mean, I knew guys in high school who were like, I don't think they were doing steroids, but like I had a friend in high school. He's a fucking doctor now. God bless. Like, he was always smart, but like, it's like the guy who like, this guy's an idiot. And like, oh fuck, he's a doctor, and what the fuck am I now? But he would pull out whole rotisserie chickens in class, like eat them out of foil in AP literature.
That's performative.
I know, it was performative, but hey, married a Highland Park belle, go Scots, baby. I mean, people have always been, gym bro culture has always been a thing, but all of a sudden the national news media is like, this is fucking toxic what they're doing. And yep. I kind of always was like, I don't want to say boys will be boys, but like I was like, this is probably. But now I'm seeing this shit with like the looksmaxxing clavicular.
I will say, dude,
and I'm like, oh, maybe they were right about this.
Two things. This will all blow over. It's a cultural phenomenon right now. No one actually wants cheeks that look like that, because we have
That's
not.
That's where you're wrong, pal.
We're not. We don't live in the movie Brazil quite yet. We'll get there.
I want my body to look like Guernica.
Yeah, within our lifetime, we will eventually get there, where people are pulling their fucking skin back like it looks like a Hunger Games movie or whatever. We will get there eventually, but right now, I think people just want to be hot. And here's the thing about
life
clavicular.
Imitates art.
Here's the thing about clavicular. Stuart, he's hot. He's hot.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm into it.
Okay, listen. I'm not ashamed to admit, as a straight man, as a strictly God-fearing heterosexual man.
Yep.
I think that men are attractive, or I know when a man's attractive. I've had one gay dream in my life. You hear that, internet? I'm an ally.
That is so progressive.
Goddamn right. It's not the top, that surprised me. Okay. I was like, wow, I got to do some consideration. Never explored it further than that, so that's what we'll say. But the point being, like, I think that like I think every straight man has within them the ability to say, that's my ideal body. If I could be that, I would have what I want. I would get what I want in life, and everything would be perfect. Mm-hmm. And I know what mine is. But I think that's inherently gay to a certain degree. Not gay slur gay, but like that is just kind of gay. I don't think this guy's hot.
Yeah.
I think his body proportions are strange. I think he's got a. I mean, I think his face is attractive in the sense of like it's well proportioned, but like I think I saw a picture of him with his shirt off, and I was like, your shoulders are too wide, and you're fucking.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's like.
Yeah. I didn't see the shirtless photo. He does look kind of freakish with that.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and also this is only a moment in time, and like even.
But I was looking purely at his face. That's a hot face.
That's fair.
That's
so
face.
that's a great like dividing line of like what do you think of as attractive? I go straight to like body, and you're like, oh, he's got a beautiful face. Like you're much more wholesome than me.
Oh, I guess. No, I would fuck
Again,
this guy.
I do not watch pornography.
I just would fuck this guy. What I was gonna get at is that he is currently hot. He's like 24. He is currently hot. I guarantee. Give it like 3 years, he will look like a freak.
Nah, man. No one's ever gonna age. We're gonna be young forever. We're always gonna look good.
We just have to do the body routine. Who's that guy who's trying to live forever? You know that fucking guy on Twitter?
Not Peter Thiel. I know what you're talking about though. The guy who's like he's like a billionaire CEO or some shit.
Yeah,
the blood boy guy.
Yeah,
like he was stealing his son's blood.
That's right.
Well, I like how he's like
he's measuring his kid's erections.
Well, it took long enough for his PR people like yes, the people are not reacting well to this, and like he had to dial it back. And like I have to pander to the internet trends. He's like, hey guys, I was kind of ridiculous, and me admitting that makes me cool now. You know what? He was kind of okay. This though, the best point you made, which I've loved, is like this is like the Hunger Games. Like I used to laugh when I would read that and be like, "This is the future's not going to be weird like that."
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, "Oh, huh? Did like this foment that, or was this going to happen anyway?" Deep thought.
Yeah, dude. It will. I think most of science fiction or most of media can figure out can like see what's happening and like trace that down a couple years and be like, this is the absolute extreme of the direction we're heading, and like the inevitability perhaps of human nature.
Do you think it's possible then for young, like if you were put yourself in the shoes of a high school, like a middle school boy.
Yeah.
Don't read into that. Put yourself in the shoes like
boners all the time.
A freshman.
I remember.
God, I did too. I missed that. Not gonna lie. Well, I don't miss that aspect.
I hated that.
Anyway, if I was a freshman again in high school and I didn't have the friends who I had that went to the gym, my gym role model in high school was a drumline kid who I was best friends with.
Okay.
Super nerdy, super quiet, probably a little autistic, video game nerd. And he just decided, like, he's the kind of guy who's like, I'm going to figure something out and I'm going to do it. And He's like, I'm going to figure out bodybuilding. I'm going to go do it. And he did. Wow. And it was cool.
Nice.
That was my introduction. What if instead of that, it was like this? And it's like, I have to be not just my like, because even I was like, I can't change the shape of my face. Mm-hmm. Like, I cannot change my fucking bone structure or the color of my skin.
Yes, you can. All you need is a little hammer and some methamphetamine.
Literally. Okay, so my girlfriend was texting me about that. She was like, oh, talk about the fact that he did, I'm glad this came up. She's like, he did meth to lose weight. Yeah. I was like, yeah, join the club now.
Yeah, dude.
It's called Vyvanse.
It's called supplementing.
Yeah, actually, but I forget he did. Like, was he actually doing like meth?
Legit meth, yeah.
Okay.
But dude, everyone and their mother has tried fucking a Vyvanse or Adderall diet, myself included. But dude, yeah, meth supplementing. He actually called it supplementing meth to curb the food ache. Probably a good move, right?
Is any of this healthy though? Right?
I think all of it's healthy. I think all of it's based and interesting and cool. And
right. Okay, and
I think if you look,
none of this is sarcastic.
No, if you look like this guy, then I'm down. I'm cool with it.
White God.
White, yeah, kind of very attractive, traditionally attractive looking man. You can keep the shirt on.
Wait. The before and after is fucking hilarious.
Wait, like, show me.
Okay, the curious case of clavicular, and he just looks like a teenager in the first photo.
Oh, no.
So he literally just grew up.
Whoa.
Okay, I have pictures of. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm unattractive, but I don't think I'm like,
no, you're good
king of the kings.
You're a good looking cat.
But like, I have pictures of me as a child. I was like, I can't believe I used to look like that. Not to say in a bad way, but it's like you just grow up, your face changes.
Yes,
it keeps chinging. In my fucking family, all the men get fat fucking faces. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'll kill myself first. But
yeah.
I don't care.
I 100%. And like I finally started losing the hair. It's finally I hit 30 and like the hairline's starting to go.
Don't wear
like
hats.
Up here.
You gotta stop wearing hats.
No, I've never. My head is too big to wear hats. I've never worn a hat in my life.
It's a nice benefit.
Anyway, fuck this.
Move on.
God love you, clavicular. I don't eventually
love you,
get you. I will eventually.
If they cancel me for this, fine.
Connor Murphy, the jump scare. Terrifying individual.
Good luck to your fraternity, brother. That's exciting.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say like this is all Giga Chad's fault.
It is 100%. Which, by the way, I think was not even a genuine image. That
no, it was not. It was Photoshopped.
Yeah.
It was from the get-go. Giga Chad was, because that was like pre-Chat GPT when you could just get an answer for something. Like, there was a debate of like, is this real or not? And I think the end of that thread of research was like, no, it is a model posing, but the photographer is an artist in Russia or something who like edited it to be crazy, inhuman, unrealistic proportions. And I was like,
he's got like a 75 pack.
Are we such just like easily manipulatable monkeys that if you show us something enough, we will say, yes, I have to be that. It's possible, even though I know it's entirely beyond the pale.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's also just funny. And similar to what you were saying earlier about this whole thing starting as a meme. That started as a meme.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it became an actual ideal. And
memes
then people
have power.
Memes have legitimate
we live in a stupid
power.
Fucking world.
100%. That's why there's so much truth to the cultural relevance argument, especially like media. Breaking Bad, tons of memes. Game of Thrones, tons of memes. And until recently, or until it ended, I guess. But like my beloved Avatar 2, not a single fucking meme, bro. No one gives a fuck.
The court of public opinion did not love it.
It's over.
But James Cameron doesn't care.
Nah, he makes a lot of money.
No, he does make a lot of money.
Dude, so you want to talk about film Twitter?
Would I? I mean, do we want to get right into it with I saw it as a topic for later, but like Heat.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the biggest. I will say, before we get to that, I do form my own opinions when I watch things with my friends, and then I can talk about it. We talked about this already. I do not know why. Well, I mean, there's probably a very obvious sociological reason that I just don't know it. But if I'm watching something with somebody, I'm gonna say, do you guys think that? Do you guys think that when he did this with that motif, he actually meant this?
Sure.
Probably a very obvious thing. But I do also just co-opt everything that Film Twitter says. It's very rare that I will I read the stuff. It depends on the time of day. If it's late at night and I'm tired, I'm like mentions political opinion I barely agree with. Fuck yeah, don't even read it. That's not very responsible of me. But if I actually stop and consider, I will sometimes not like to tweet and move on. But most of the time, I'll see it and I'm like, yeah, that's the right opinion.
So I think you and I have the same brain in that when I'm very susceptible to feedback, and especially because I don't know if you have this, but I have I'm sure you do. I have people online that I respect the fuck out of. Yes. And when they say an opinion, it's very difficult for me not to take that opinion and just regurgitate it to the world. True. And I have especially.
I was does this sound smart? Fucking yeah, okay.
As a person with a podcast, I am. It sounds like I'm the woke way of saying disabled. Instead of disabled person with a disability. I'm a person with a podcast, and therefore I try.
I am podcasterly abled.
That's right. I really, really try not to regurgitate opinions from the other podcasts that I listen to, the other YouTube videos that I watch. It's tough to do.
No, because nothing in culture is actually unique.
Yeah,
that's not. Listen, let me tell you fucking what, listeners. Nothing that you like is actually on its own unique and original. Guess what? Darth Vader's helmet's based on a samurai helmet. It's Japan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. That makes sense.
Nothing is unique.
Yeah.
I think that ultimately I want to be someone who thinks critically and asks, okay, do I agree with this? Mm-hmm. If I have to think about it more than 30 seconds to figure out whether I agree with it, I kind of lose steam. But I should, right? But more than that, I should have my own opinion. And it's there was a little niche Twitter discourse probably 2 or 3 weeks ago about laughing at uncomfortable scenes in movies. They're clearly not comedic, but they still make you laugh because they are uncomfortable and bizarre. David Lynch is a king of this because, I could go off on forever.
Uncomfortable laughter is such a thing. People laugh at cringe.
Uncomfortable cringe, that too. It's just Lynch's whole thing was there's no right way to interpret my media. I mean, maybe I'm overstepping or making a broad generalization by saying that, but it goes down to will you explain this? No, right? So in the same way I take that with, okay, the reaction I have in the theater to something, and the best example I can think of was, I think it was 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Temple.
Love.
There were things that were
that's what I call my dang it, I had something for this, dang it.
No respect. Just go do a Dangerfield. The Bone Temple. There was they torture the people, and it wasn't I was just having a Tourette's outburst. We should probably edit that out considering everything that's going on. It wasn't I was having an outburst ha ha. But that was my reaction. Anyway, the point being...
Stuart screamed the N-word at the theater.
I did. That was me. Yeah. And I liked it.
And he meant it.
And I meant it.
Just like every person with Tourette's means it when they say it.
Only about Michael B. Jordan.
That's right.
Not the other one. Please edit this out. The discourse was like, you shouldn't be laughing. And it wasn't like 2016 woke 1.0, like, you, how dare you. But it was kind of like telling someone the reaction they should have to media.
Cringe.
Which is cringe, yeah. And that's the kind of opinion where I want to take a step back and be like, okay, well then, is the opinion I form what happens after I watch something multiple times, or is it the initial reaction? Is it going to be going into something with no exposure from the internet, or going to it with what the internet says about it, and then feeling like, their bias was right, and I have the same thing?
Yeah, I try to. With new stuff, I just avoid all media about it. If it's something that I'm looking forward to, if it's something that I'm on the fence on, I'll see everyone's raving about this. Okay, I'll go see it. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But I do try to avoid all stuff and form my own opinion first. And to answer your question, it's like, yeah, the first time you see a thing, that's going to be your initial opinion, and your opinion might change over time with rewatches and shit.
Do you not to divert from the Twitter converse, what's a piece of media? A piece of media. What's a movie that you watch where the more you watch it, the more you like it?
There's very few movies like that for me. I think that my best favorites of all time, they never decrease in quality. I don't know that I'm gaining. Maybe I am. Like the Miyazaki movies, the only anime that I like.
You're a real cinephile. I need to watch black and white movies.
No. Spirited Away, Totoro, Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought like Seven Samurai.
Yeah. You thought
that's Jesus Christ, I'm outing myself.
Kurosawa.
Here. Yeah, these Japanese types.
The other.
You know when you do an accent of a different American ethnicity that you would presume to be racist towards Japanese people? That's
yeah, okay, very good.
Some Italian.
There's movies that I have loved and always will love. Like every time I watch The Incredibles,
really
10 out of 10.
You know what I watched with my girlfriend the other night? We both loved.
What's that?
Cars.
Oh, dude,
Cars 1.
Awesome. I haven't seen it.
Do you know Michael Keaton's in that?
Is he the old guy?
No, that's even crazier. That's Paul Newman.
Right.
Paul Newman's the Hudson Hornet.
That's crazy.
Real Cars heads, no. Paul Newman's the Hudson Hornet. Michael Keaton is the green car, the dick one with the mustache that causes the crash. Yeah, they got Batman,
the goofball green mustache car.
Good jigger.
That's hilarious.
Which sounds crazy saying that now.
Agreed.
Again, a movie that I was like, I love this movie subjectively. It's beautiful.
Sure.
It is a Pixar movie that is gorgeous.
Pixar is never. I mean, rarely
have they lost their edge.
Yeah, I think they have.
We'll save that for another time.
Is there another? When was the last great Pixar movie? Coco, 2019.
I loved Coco. I liked Soul.
Soul's great. 2020. Good pull. So Soul was the last great one. And you know who directed that motherfucker?
Who?
A guy named Pete Docter, who also directed
Dr. Pete,
Inside Out,
and
Up, and
I loved Up. I've not seen Inside Out. I know I'm slacking, but subjectivity being one of those.
Other great.
You would watch The Incredibles and you think every time you watch it further, you enjoy it more.
I pick up little pieces of it that little subtleties that I like, but I think just it holds up is my favorite terminology. Every time that I watch it, especially a movie from my childhood, I'm terrified that it will shit the bed, or the idea that I had of it when I was a kid isn't the same idea I have of it now. But when a movie holds up, Brad Bird, that motherfucker directed The Incredibles. He directed The Iron Giant, both childhood favorites of mine.
You want to talk to me about The Iron Giant, baby?
They hold up.
That's one of those things where it's like, did I dream this? Was this real? That's incredible. One of those movies from my childhood where it's like, it was VHS. I remember the clamshell packaging, 100%. Putting it in, and then that's like it never left that. I've never seen that movie since. And I'm afraid to, for the same reason you just described. I kind of want this to be mythical in my mind.
I guarantee you will love it just as much as you used to.
I want there to be
I watched it they did a re-release of the 20th anniversary or something in theaters. We all went to see it as a family. We all loved it in 5 stars. I fucking love it. So anyway, it's great. Brad Bird is the GOAT. What were we talking about before
Disney at this point?
No, I think he's just.
Is he just Pixar?
Neither. He's a director that I.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Yeah. He's I don't know what he's doing right now. I have no idea.
Brad Bird, shout out to you. Where you at?
Shit.
Come on the pod.
Come on the pod, Brad
We
Bird.
do patois for Brad Bird. So it was an odd choice to do the blackface and accents for Brad Bird being like your first big time guest, but I mean that's a choice. Yeah, go with it. We were talking about film Twitter.
I just get like
go ahead.
The big fucking the lip thing. What are those things?
Yes. We just go Al Jolson level. That was actually racist. God, I wish we could discuss that kind of thing and laugh about it still. There was a point in time when, like, you could have an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia discuss
They
blackface.
Fucking pulled it off the air, dude. They pulled it off of Hulu. That's such... Yeah. They're cowards.
Okay, but to be fair, I think the episode where they did it again, where, like, Dee does it, I thought that was not very tasteful.
Oh, really?
But I thought that when they did it with the Juggalo, who Paul Walter Hauser, shout out if you listen to this podcast, Paul, I love you.
He does. Avid slopper.
He was the Juggalo who tries blackface at the end. But like they did it in a way where, because the conceit of the episode was, is this taboo or not?
Yeah.
You can show that like Frank is like Laurence Olivier did it for Othello, and then you also have Al Jolson where it's clearly offensive. Well, of course, I just can't.
They're being
the fact that you're bold enough to bring up like the lip thing in the podcast. Props to you.
I'm cutting that for sure.
No, don't cut that.
1,000% cutting that.
No, don't cut that. We have to have the blackface dialogue. We're not pro blackface. We're pro blackface dialogue.
You know what's funny is sometimes I say cut that because in the moment it seems really aggressive, and then in the edit I'll be like, it's fine, and I'll let it slide. It's
pretty good.
So we'll see if you guys.
It's pretty good.
We'll see if you guys keep that one in. If Future Harvey keeps that one in,
we will.
Shout out to Future Harvey.
And if Brad Bird, you come on his podcast, this is a guarantee that at least one of us will be in blackface.
God, I would love that. Stuart just an untalking, just blackface Stuart in the corner with Brad Bird just kind of looking over like
strong choice.
Yeah.
Didn't say a word. I think that was the most respectful part of it, was that he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Brad Bird was the one in blackface. That was the real irony. Okay, we were talking about film Twitter, and I think the real truth is that it's been a while. It's because we're like, what movies are coming out right now that are worth talking about? The last time I engaged in like opinion forming film Twitter was probably about Marty Supreme for a movie I've seen. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it would be people complaining about Wuthering Heights and Emerald Fennell.
Yep.
I don't think they're right or wrong. I just know like I'm probably not gonna see this movie.
Yep.
And therefore, whatever opinion you have, if I like it, I'm uninformed. And here comes like how am I perceived on the internet? I don't want to be the guy who liked something because it's reactionary versus did I actually give this the time to think about it?
I guess I also just I find most opinions. I think my bar for content creator or poster online is you have to be funny or at least trying to be funny.
Yes.
And I don't really, if you're not trying to make a joke, I'm not gonna like your shit. I'm gonna scroll right past it.
Do you follow Mr. Chow?
I don't know Mr. Chow.
Yeah, he's really good. He's got a lot of good opinions. Still so hilarious. That's the thing. Is like the what I wanted to say was the stuff I love the most are the jokes. Like I love really deep cut. I'm gonna say like my example of a deep cut is doing a Jimmy Stewart voice for a dumb reason.
You're really good at it.
Oh, she.
That's really good.
Coming on, if I lost it, man. Like a tweet I saw being like, if you play Super Smash Bros. And you played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, when you selected a character, the Wiimote would make a really crackly sound for that character. And someone tweeted like, what's his name in It's a Wonderful? George Bailey in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But when you select him in the character select, it comes to the Wiimote crackly speaker going, I want to live again. Like, that's the shit where like I'd be crying because who the fuck would think of that? Like, to me, that's the real film Twitter.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's why Twitter's great. Because
I've never seen 12 Angry Men. You know,
it's goated.
I need to do better. I've never seen like Kurosawa. I've seen Miyazaki.
Yeah. Really? Different guys?
Different guys.
Okay.
Different. You have to cut this. Different Japs.
I'm not cutting that. Fuck you.
Keep it on there. Yeah. Listen, pal. And then forget what happened at Guadalcanal.
I do think also
Okinawa.
in terms of your racial slurs, that's got to be one of the least offensive.
Dude, that was. I'll be. So you want to hear a funny story? I was obsessed with a TV show in college, and it was not a TV show that was cool to be obsessed with.
I'm listening.
It was like I would smoke a shit ton of weed, and I would watch this show and pretend I was there with him. And it was the sequel to Band of Brothers. The Pacific. Sequel. Yes, it was the follow-up.
Never heard of this.
Well, I mean, not really a sequel, but the companion piece.
Okay.
You know, because Band of Brothers. Involved? Oh yeah, Spielberg and Tom Hanks. God bless him. I would get ripped shit high and drunk and watch this shit so much that I'd be like, these fucking Japs. crabs. they're in the fucking trees. Like, I would play it in the shower, and my roommates would hear it, and they'd be like, "Is he fucking catching that?" And the real irony is that one of my roommates showed it to me, and he's like, "I know I created a monster." He's like,
"Oh my god!"
It was the start of second semester. We'd watch the Cowboys shit the bed as they do in the playoffs. It was like, I think that was Dak Prescott's breakout season in 2016 against the Green Bay Packers. We shit the bed, and afterwards he's like, "Well, you want to get high?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to get high." And we three, he's like, "You like war movies?" I'm like, "I love war movies. I love to pretend that I would be there on the front lines in World War II."
That's so fucking funny.
Valor. And he's like, "Check this shit out." And he put the Pacific on. It changed. It changed me for the worst. So, yeah, I'm embarrassed of that. Like, if I ever encounter those roommates again, they'll ask, like, "Hey, Stuart, you like to watch Pacific?" I'm like,
I've
showed it to every girlfriend.
A healthy racism of Japanese people due to a sequel to a beloved
for all
miniseries.
For all the racism it brought me towards Japanese people that still exists.
Right.
Your culture is not real. Sorry, Japanese market for slop chop.
We have a thriving, they translate it in real time.
God, that, and there's an example. Despite that, like, the joke itself, I do think earnestly that the Japanese atrocities that were committed during World War II were very, very undershadowed by the Holocaust, because it was in the U.S.'s favor to just, win the Japanese back to prevent the spread of communism. Because there was China just fell to be communist, and the Soviets were like about to invade Japan if we hadn't dropped the bomb. I mean, they didn't want to, but they were like seeing the opportunity with us to do it, and that would have been a boon for communism in fucking Asia beyond just China. And the U.S. was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna, your emperor gets to stay on. Everything's the same. Nothing bad happens. Just be capitalist with us. Just fucking be hard workers. Make Mitsubishi strong." Because of that, we don't know about like a lot of the really shitty, crazy stuff that they did.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say like on the same magnitude as the Holocaust, and let's get political now, but I think that's why I am okay to say the word Jap.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look in the camera.
That was good. Yeah, you got no monitor to look at now.
Coming for you, Nippon.
All right, how about we move on to what
you been watching?
Have you been watching, Stuart? Have you? By the way, are you a letterboxd person? You're not.
Yeah, I am. I'm a shitty letterboxd person, man.
What's your deal, dude?
I'm lazy. That's my deal. I don't want to write stuff down.
You don't have to write stuff down.
Can you dictate? Or are you just saying, okay, I'm on there and I have liked things.
You don't have to review every movie that you see.
No, I do. I have to review more than just none, because right now it's just, you like this and you watch that. And the people I see on Letterboxd, like, I have real film heads.
The last 4 movies that I've seen, I have not reviewed.
Oh, did you like Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die?
It was fine.
Oh, Gore Verbinski couldn't pull it off.
I did it's so funny you say that. I did like a 30-minute segment on Gore Verbinski last week.
Dude, you want to know what I've been watching? The Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Oh my god! Goated.
Like, the best part about having my girlfriend as my girlfriend is that, like, if I were left up to my own devices, I would only watch like the war movie. I'd like, Come and See. Like, that's not an enjoyable thing to watch. And like, yet me and our friend were like, let's watch Come and See at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night. And instead, I am like, my girlfriend reins me down. She's like, we're gonna watch Cars. We're gonna watch Lord of the Rings. We're going to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like, it's not very serious. And then we put on Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like, hey, yay, Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
It's actually a phenomenal movie. I mean, not that it shouldn't be, but we've painted over that aspect. And that, for me, I was like, I forgot Gore.
It is
Gore Verbinski did
phenomenal.
all of these.
Dude, Gore Verbinski did the first three. The good ones.
In my mind, the only ones that exist.
Exactly. 4 and 5 are big pieces of shit. I love the first 2 specifically are some of my favorite movies of all time. I think they're absolutely fucking goated. Incredible soundtrack, incredible production design, incredibly performance.
I had entirely forgotten that Johnny Depp got an Oscar nominee for his performance.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is insane. I mean, that's not insane. He does a really good job performing.
That's cool.
It's just, you don't expect, like, what you expect from the Oscars today is not Pirates of the Caribbean 100%. In 2003.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that.
Got a time capsule that shit.
That's cool.
So what I've been watching, I don't know, man. Television is like, here's what I want to be watching. I want to be watching I want to rewatch Mad Men. Okay? Mad Men is finally available again on a streaming service that I actually pay for, and I want to watch it.
Is it on Netflix? Where's it at?
It's on HBO.
Interesting.
It's on HBO, and it's a Showtime one. For a long time, it was like either on Showtime Plus or AMC Plus. One of the ones that's like just not going to make it.
Yes.
In the great
Does AMC Plus still exist?
I wonder. I mean, well, that's where you can see Better Call Saul. No, it's on Netflix still. Actually, sorry. Yep. Netflix always had that AMC pipeline.
Yep.
I don't know. I just know that there were 2 shows I watched in college in an alcoholic and drug-induced haze, and they were The Sopranos and Mad Men. And I watched more of Mad Men than I did The Sopranos. So it was easier for me to watch The Sopranos later in life because I didn't remember as much. But Mad Men I remember a lot of, and I remember being bored.
Me too.
Which is a shame to say because I think a character study can actually be really, really moving and impactful and great. And I think you want to talk about film Twitter, like the way that Mad Men has come back on Twitter now has the same film Twitter people posting about like, remember when Don and Peggy and June, and I'm just listing character names at this point, but they list like a really well-written plot point because the writer of The Sopranos, one of the Sopranos writers, Matthew Weiner, Matthew Weiner, if you're watching this, you're a fucking nerd.
Gay
with a
fella?
dick for a name. But he wrote, he's a creator of Mad Men. And it would make complete sense that the same deep storylines that were on their surfaces only attractive to me as a dumb kid, a dumb young adult, like, oh, the mob, mobsters, Italians, would also be really, really impactful and punch and like, emotionally punching in this setting of 1960s New York City,
Sure. Yeah, I had no idea there was crossover there between Sopranos and Mad Men. Both shows that I have tried and not fallen in love with.
Do you find? May I have a theory on that? May I ask, what do you not like? Which is probably a very big question.
Yeah, it's so Sopranos.
Is the format anything to do with it?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I think well, Mad Men's different in that there's no just beginning, middle, and end. Every episode's own episode thing. I don't much care for that. I've never watched a show, come to think of it, with that format.
Well, because you have been slop pilled, my friend.
No,
you are truly the host for this. When I say slop, I mean
yeah, dude.
The golden age of television.
Yes, that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, it taught us that you have to have a big season reveal at the end.
Yes,
and you have to have every episode built to it. And if you don't, then you're a fucking loser.
Yeah,
but that's why I didn't like The Sopranos first time I watched it either.
Okay,
but I guaranteed, like, the emotions that you're experiencing when you consume media affect how you consume it. I was really depressed when I watched The Sopranos, and I loved it.
Yeah,
because it was comforting. I didn't feel as alone, and it's like, oh, these are really shitty people, but the complexity is so much easier to embrace. You can't be so moralistic when you're sad.
Yeah,
and it's all right there.
By the way, I have not given it a fair shake. I watched the first.
There's too much shit to watch.
I watched the first 2 seasons.
They're the best.
Season and a half.
In my opinion, the best seasons.
Okay.
Of The Sopranos? Or Mad Men?
Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah. I think there's a thing I love in media. I'll just shit my balls here. Mm-hmm. Cut that out. Don't let them see what I did.
There's a thing you love in media.
Don't let them see. The one thing that I love in media, or a thing that I really, really connect with, and is going to, like, again, shows my subjective nature with viewing, is going to make me love a piece of media is if it looks like it was filmed in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Ooh.
Where there was a very, very high production value in just the camera work and cinematography. Mm-hmm. It's almost like pre-digital camera. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't know the technicality stuff enough to say digital versus film versus what it was, but it's just like pre-digital age.
Sure.
Right? Of like, this is the 90s. It's kind of grainy. It's very, very commercialized.
Did they shoot The Sopranos on film?
I think they did for the first couple. I'm not certain, actually. Anyway, that sheen is very evident in the first 2 or 3 seasons of The Sopranos. It just feels like an older time.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, it's nostalgic because I was born in 96, and I only remember that through bits and pieces and drabs of memories.
Sure.
Yeah. But then they go later on, it becomes more 2007, 2008. And I remember that. It's the Obama era. And I'm like, oh, well, this was depressing. I don't like this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like that's my perceived experience of it. But overall, the fact that The Sopranos is not a show where you have to have a season finale that has anything to do with the second or third episode of that season is why it's so hard to consume.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. There's no cliffhangers that are happening at the end of every episode. Here's my thought process while I'm watching it is like, this is good. I'm enjoying this. And then as soon as I turn it off, I just kind of forget about it, or I move on with my life. There's nothing like pulling me back to watch it. I need the hook, man. I'm a simple man, and I need a cliffhanger really helps me.
I talk a big game about like you have to get past like the need for a narrative structure that leads to a cliffhanger. Like, why can't an episode be its own story, man?
I agree, but it's just
I'm also again, I'm lazy,
back.
I'm tired, I'm stressed out. My time is not infinite. Sometimes I just want something to like make me want to watch it. I cannot think of a TV show in a long time that has really made me want to watch it that badly.
Yeah, me either. Andor was the last one for me.
No, you're right. It was Andor. Fucking love Andor and Diego Luna and God, what's his name? The director. I should know that if I'm a real Andor head. Oh, Born Identity. Am I right? Bourne Identity. I think I learned that from Twitter.
It is Bourne Identity. What the hell is his goddamn name? I'm blanking on it too.
Terry something. His name sounds just like one of the guys from Monty Python. Is why I always like. It's like, we'll think of it later. Sorry.
Put me on the spot,
guy.
Yeah.
I know you're watching.
He's the best.
What have I been watching?
Him and his two
that?
brothers that made it.
Him and his two brothers. Yeah. A lot of Twin Peaks. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude. That is a thing that by the way, David Lynch, really prolific guy, and then he kind of really stopped making shit about a year ago. What the fuck happened, you think?
God knows what's going on with that man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is a bummer that he's dead. But I've heard nothing but great things about Twin Peaks my entire life. I do want to venture into it. I have not done it.
It's the most art is subjective experience you'll ever have.
Yeah.
Because for me, it makes me think of a certain time in my life. And then I rewatch it. So my piece of media, if I rewatch it and love it more, it's Twin Peaks.
Nice.
Every time I rewatch that pilot, I'm like so excited. And I find new things and I love it more. And I have an emotional reaction. And that's why I like it more.
Did you like The Return?
Yes. I have to rewatch The Return. The Return is crazy, man. It's just, it's Lynch. So it's always going to be strange. But the choice made in The Return to take your most popular character and keep him off the table until like the very end was a choice.
Interesting.
And I didn't hate it. It was just like, I trust you, but why? That one is one where you need to rewatch it. I've been watching a lot of Twin Peaks because of the passing of dear David Lynch. Rip. I was gonna say something about cigarette smoking, but
we wouldn't know nothing about that.
It's like the bar of like, okay, as long as I just don't pack a day like him,
yeah,
I'll be fine.
100%.
Knock on wood. No, it was. I think him passing was something where I have some friends who had not seen Twin Peaks, and I was always the very, very vocal Twin Peaks fan of everybody, and I was like, now's the time, guys. And so because of that, we went on a long-term watching, and then for some reason we finished, like, because a lot of us, I'd not seen The Return. I'd only seen seasons 1 and 2 when I was in college, and then right around when COVID hit, when I needed stuff to watch, and then we watched The Return next, and that left us all the way through probably August into September. And The Return was a commitment, man. It was a lot.
Yeah.
But all that said, like, as soon as that ended, we got right into Andor because I had not seen season 2, and some of my friends had not seen season 1, so we watched that, and it was greatly topical because the current administration. Oh boy. And as soon as we finished Andor, it was like a God thing that all of a sudden every single Alamo Drafthouse and the Texas Theater are now just showing Twin Peaks.
I was about to bring that up. Yes.
Like,
did you go to any of them?
Oh yes.
Nice.
Oh yes. I saw about. I think Netflix was doing 3-episode blocks at a time. I think I saw almost all of season 1 and part of season 2.
That's awesome.
At Netflix.
I love it.
Yeah, I know how to use my time well. God. So beyond that, like, I'm not watching anything new is the problem.
Same. Yeah, me neither. I've heard Game of Thrones is great.
Okay, so I am watching that right now.
Okay, there you go.
That's maybe I'm ashamed to admit. When you think of Game of Thrones, what do you think of? Like, earnestly, like, what's your gut reaction?
Gut reaction is sadness because I've never been as in love with the franchise as I was with Game of Thrones.
Oh, buddy.
I loved it more than I have loved anything else in my entire life. I read all the books.
Oh, so you were deep.
I was obsessed. I was on the Reddit forums reading fan theories about what could happen in book 6 and like deep in the sauce, bro. It is the most enveloped in a world I've ever been with any piece of media. I hate season 7 and 8.
Yeah,
people always talk about season 8 sucking. They do not remember or talk about season 7 was fucking horrible.
The last thing I remember being good was I'm not gonna Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, it's fine. I just rewatched it.
Yeah.
So Battle of the Bastards is solid. That was episode 9 of season 6. Episode 10 of season 6 is one of my favorite episodes of the show. That's when Cersei blows up the.
True.
Love that episode.
True.
But it's dumb.
True.
It gets real dumb.
Yeah, it gets
in
dumb.
Season 5 and 6. Real dumb. They run out of source material to work with.
Clearly.
However, with all that said, I still, in my heart of hearts, have a lot of love for the franchise. The first 4 seasons, I think, are the best television that has ever been created, probably bar none.
It's the best example of this has been relegated to the scrap heap of history and really to a stereotype. Like, you become it's become a caricature of itself.
Yeah.
That's what it became. There's a name for that in media where like one
Flanderization?
Flanderization, yes, it flanderized itself. Really, I mean, it tanked in the last 2 seasons with writing and poor decisions by the screen of the showrunners. But I think it also flanderized itself. Like, as someone, if I were like a young boy going to the gym, if I were someone in high school now. Like if I were a high schooler in today's day and age, would I take the advice of someone to say, watch the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones? Or would I just think of the flanderized, like, oh, the fucking dragons and ooh, the wolves and winter is coming.
Yeah, like, I guess I also just beyond that, I think it's also just really difficult to sell something that ends so shit and is mostly at this point known for how bad the ending is. So that's like what most people take away from Game of Thrones is like, oh yeah, the ending sucks. That's like the first thing you think of.
Again, I associate media with the time I experienced it. So like for me, it's like fucking 2018. Not, thanks, good 1,000 Yard Stare. Not a good time.
Me neither.
Not a good time. But a lot of my fraternity brothers are the same way, where it was like, read all the media, we're on the post, we're like very invested.
Still my favorite books.
Very invested.
Still my favorite books ever.
And we're so let down. So to have, and I think the reason I brought up flanderization being that it's just people think of this as dark, violent, sex.
It's a little baby Game of Thrones book.
Oh, which one is it?
It's the first one.
Oh, is it really like fucking? Wow.
Yeah, it's a little teeny. Let's put it right here for the rest of this discussion.
Real. That's a nice dragon scale.
Yeah.
Ooh. The flanderization for that is that it's the things I expected it is, right? It's dark. I cannot get through a single episode without worrying about a character I love dying horribly. Mm-hmm. The stuff that made it like pushing the envelope and really groundbreaking and stuff that should be praised for is the same stuff that's now flanderized for in my mind, and therefore the reason that someone would not touch with a 20-foot pole.
Yep.
A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which they should touch because it's the exact opposite.
Okay.
Have you not seen it?
0.
It is a character study.
Okay.
And I say that with the strongest terms because nothing happens.
Okay.
In the best possible way. And because these characters are so well written, I believe they're well written and very, very, very well acted, that you are invested enough to just see. Like, without spoiling anything, the premise is a lowly knight is entering a tourney to stake his claim, to find himself and become a great knight of the realm, you know? And you would think that in Game of Thrones, that's one episode, the tourney.
Sure.
And boom, now he's on the knights, he's on the King's Guard and King's Landing. Dude, I'm through 3 episodes out of a 7-episode season, and he hasn't even fought the tourney yet.
Nice.
Yes, because it's just him developing.
Yeah.
And so I say that because how nice is it to exist in this world of George R.R. Martin, which is a beautiful fantasy world and feels like a Renaissance fair and has all the little, like the peasants are always cussing and they're like cunt and you shit and the fucking like life is miserable and stuff to enjoy about that world without the political scheming.
Interesting.
And the dragons and the violence.
It's just vibes.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Vibes.
I do
more than vibes.
Okay.
It is vibes. Okay. It is vibes. And that's a very fair encapsulation. I think like, wow, I think it was a bold step by them because House of the Dragon was more of Game of Thrones.
Yes, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so there you have it. So you and I have different opinions, maybe.
Yeah.
I like the character study that was. Maybe it's because I'm stressed out. I mean, did you watch Succession?
One of my favorite things of all time.
See, I could not because it stressed me out.
Okay.
I mean, I could not.
Yeah.
Listen, it's my disability. I did not enjoy watching Succession because it just made me stressed out about my actual job.
Sure.
It made me worry. Like I'm not a banker or doing something that important, but a desk job felt like that to me in my mind, and therefore this show does not take me out of it. So maybe I need some escapism when I watch, right? This calmed me down. It was breath of fresh air. There was actually a very big rising action at the end of this 3rd episode. I would highly recommend it. I think if you truly love Game of Thrones and you love the 7 Kingdoms in Westeros, you will like this.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I will definitely. I might even start that tonight.
Dude, it's like a glass of warm milk. It'll carry you to sleep.
Fuck yeah.
I do see things on here that I want to touch on briefly, unless you want to get more into DK Bonanza. But I saw the Jonathan Majors doing.
So funny.
Shout out DFW legend Jonathan Majors. You know he's from Oak Cliff.
No, I had no idea.
Well, I don't know if it's Oak Cliff, but he is from Dallas. Maybe it's Carrollton. He's one of the few black actors who came out of Dallas. There's a connection there. Maybe it was Mansfield. Fuck it, I'll look it up.
That's wild.
And I really hate his Fall from Grace, man, because I loved him in Lovecraft Country. Which, if you haven't seen that, that's a good little 1-season show.
Okay.
On HBO.
Interesting.
But yeah,
I never had any love for him. The only thing I saw him in were those horrible Marvel movies where he was king.
Oh, that's why you don't know. Yeah, well, he was really good in this one show on HBO, which was a really interesting juxtaposition.
It is so funny that he's gone down the grifter route. That's
all you're left with.
Yes,
I mean,
once it is a tale as old as time.
Is the
you
money
get canceled.
That good?
Or
are the legal bills that bad?
Both. Here's what it is. It is income.
Yeah.
And you don't care at that point because no one else is hiring you. And then Ben Shapiro hits your line, or his people do.
And you're going to be in my film.
Yes. You're going to He is, I think, the single most annoying human being that I've ever heard.
I get that. It's like, come on, man, have better cadence. I really am curious to see, because the headline I saw was like, they're doing a non-woke Sinners, which the internet ran away with. I think when I was like, film Twitter was like, this is like literally something that Jenna Maroney would say on 30 Rock. Anti-woke Sinners sounds crazy
so
good.
Funny. Just do all white people.
Yeah, about to say, like, it's just the reverse. It's like a black vampire coming to a white speakeasy where they're persecuted, and they're like, we're making jazz music, don't you see?
Exactly. Or they're playing fucking like Charlie Keith, or that's not a person, Toby Keith. They're playing like fucking just garbage country.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to steal your music.
Yeah. So funny.
That's wild, man. Who bankrolls that? I guess the Daily Wire does.
The Daily Wire does, man. And yeah, they'll take anyone. If you are recently canceled, they truly will take you and they'll put you in some godforsaken, horrific, awful project.
After the things we said about the Japanese people this episode, I mean, we'll probably be marketing the Daily Wire for this podcast.
That's a really good point. I take back what I said about you being annoying, Ben Shapiro. I need your bankroll.
Please consider us.
Please.
Heat 2 casting.
Oh yeah, dude. That's a banger.
Well, it is. It is a banger. I'm curious, though, who do you think's going to play who? You've seen Heat, right?
Yeah, so yes, but I honestly don't know it well enough to like even be super excited about this casting. I love Christian Bale, and I love Leo DiCaprio. I know that Heat is considered a masterpiece. I've seen it once. I saw it way back in the day. I was like, that was pretty good. And then I moved
much
on.
of a Michael Mann fan, are we?
I have not seen Thief. I have not seen. This is my like to be watched criterion. Thief's been up there for a fucking year.
Thief. I mean, one. What's his name? James Caan. I need to see it for him.
The GOAT.
But Thief, I have not seen. Collateral I have seen.
Collateral's good.
Okay, so the casting that I have heard is that DiCaprio is going to play a young De Niro, the thief, and Bale would then play a young Pacino.
That makes sense.
The police lieutenant. But how, gods, please tell me, how is Christian Bale gonna do Al Pacino's voice? And maybe they're not gonna make it like continuity, you don't have to, but the thing is, did you ever see a movie called Babylon?
Yeah, I didn't care for it at all. I thought it was the longest.
Or maybe it's not Babylon, it was Amsterdam. Sorry, a movie called Amsterdam.
I have not, but David F. Wallace or whatever the director, he did. What else did he do?
Not La La Land. I mix up this one with Babylon guy, because Babylon guy did La La Land.
Yes.
La La Land.
Love La La Land. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, well, the thing is, in that movie, Christian Bale plays a guy with like a New York, Brooklyn accent. And it just is so forced.
Oh, no.
It's not bad. I mean, the guy, he's a great actor. But like, it's set in the 20s, so maybe there's something to do with it. My fear is that he's going to try to do a funny accent, kind of like... Who are the kings of funny accents? It's Austin Butler's a new guy, but was it Jared Leto? It was a meme guy.
It's usually like British people. British people seem to have the whole scope.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy
for sure.
The voice guy.
I'm not very fond of your plan. Right. I just rewatched The Revenant. It's fucking sick. So good.
Let's get back in theaters now. I'm fearful that Bale will not land if cast as that character if he tries to go to Pacino.
Okay.
I really hope they just let them be themselves, as much as that is something to say, as those characters. What I really want to know is who they're casting as Val Kilmer's character.
Is Val Kilmer still alive?
No. That one hit me deep, man.
Damn.
I'm not, I mean, like, I say it like I'm some Val Kilmer stan, but
no.
I think I loved Heat so much, and I love the sleekness of the character that Val Kilmer plays in that movie.
Yeah.
I just kind of like attached myself to
the fair enough.
He's gone.
Yeah, that's I need to rewatch. It's been on my rewatch list for so fucking long.
Yeah, we'll make that happen.
You know what's by the way, you just need to get on letterboxd, bro, so you can see my rewatch list and see what Harvey needs to rewatch, bro.
I will add it to your list.
Yeah.
What's your letterboxd top 4? Let's do.
I do the last 5 the last 4 or 5 stars that I've watched. So they are currently
too personal to reveal the top 4.
They are currently Kill Bill, Whole Bloody Affair, Avatar 2, Children of Men, which I watched with you. That's been there since we watched it.
Okay, so we have something in similar.
And then A Christmas Carol, which the 1986 one. It's fucking incredible. We watch it every year.
I've
George
been
C.
told
Scott.
that.
It's the best version. 1984. Excuse me.
The actor who played Patton.
Correct.
There
yes.
Film guy.
Yeah. Goated, but those I might actually change the system because they change so infrequently, these movies.
Yeah.
I'm not much of, I don't know.
Mine's
I'm kind of a cunt with my 5-star handouts. I do tons of 4s, but a few 5s.
I should start doing that. I need to be more discerning. It feels good to get using 5 stars.
Yeah.
My top 4 is very performative. It's here, look me up on here. Let me see. I'll show you. All right. My performative top 4 are
Tu Mama Tambien.
Exactly. That one's straight to the top. I put it on there. Heat, Mulholland Drive are probably my very performative. I think Tu Mama Tambien and Mulholland Drive very performative, but Heat, earnestly, I could watch that movie over and over again and still take something from it. And The Place Beyond the Pines, that's just an emotional connection to that movie. I love it. I don't think it's actually like, it's probably not a triumph of film. I think it's a cool movie. And you want to get back to the crux of our conversation here. My ideal for attractive man is Ryan Gosling in that movie.
Oh,
so he's my clavicular for if I were a young boy in high school trying to looksmaxx.
For the record, I totally agree. I've not seen the movie, but I know that era of Ryan Gosling is hot as fuck.
Very hot.
Tons of you got a lot of gay shit in this, I guess, or just attractive men in these top 4 here. At least 2 of these top 4.
Soul searching and consideration.
Mulholland Drive is incredible. I fucking love it.
There's a lot of gay shit in Mulholland Drive. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You made me watch some sort of gay movie.
Yeah. That's what's up. A good list. Let me see. I need to see. It's been on the watch list for so long. Have not seen it.
It's a fun little movie.
Yeah.
I definitely need to just like start writing things earnestly.
You don't need to. You can if you'd like.
Need to.
But what you can also do is just log your shit like I do. I log every single thing that I watch, and sometimes if I don't have anything to say, I just don't put a review. I just put a rating.
Real question.
Yes.
Have you logged every movie you've seen to your knowledge?
Since I've had a letterboxd, yes.
Okay. See, I took the opposite approach. I said, because you have an option, you can go. It's really insane. I don't know why I decided to do this. I think I was probably stressed out, and this is my form of doom scrolling that was self-soothing that night.
Yeah.
But I started going back.
I've seen that.
Literally through history of like, I'm going to have an entire perfect set of data on every movie I've seen.
Over the years that I've had this app, I have probably pressed seen on 99% of the stuff that I've seen over time, but I didn't sit down and do that in one night. That was just like, again, over a long period of time.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan. I actually like, it's one of my main doom scrolling apps is Letterboxd. It not as much anymore, but I used to like.
Yeah, it's probably healthier.
I used to find lists of just interesting things that I found interesting, and then I would just these are mine, but then I would just fucking I would add stuff to my watch list compulsively, or like read the blurbs about things, read reviews. I got really, really into it. So it's a fun little website.
You gonna see the new Glenn Powell?
Oh no, I don't care at all.
Yeah,
what is it called?
How to Make a Killing.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. I do want to see a gay movie. I think
our friend was disappointed by that.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
He said it was just weird. It's like, well, it's gay, man.
Yeah. Also, 2 not hot men in our.
Skarsgård's hot.
It's not for me.
He's European now.
This is not it, dude.
Also,
Dobby or whatever his name is from Harry Potter.
No shit, you're right. That is. Or no. Is it Dudley?
Dudley.
Oh yeah, I do love
tiny
his
face.
Mm-hmm.
He's got.
That's why it worked for him playing the fat guy, and like
he's got Charlie Kirk
really
face.
Not that fat. He's just his small face was the thing.
He's got Charlie Kirk face.
He is Charlie Kirk face. He has gay sex with Alexander Skarsgård.
On that note, let's wrap it up, brother. Do you want to plug anything?
I wish I were that exciting. Dude, thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
I really, really enjoyed this. We will definitely have you back on.
I would love that.
This is a blast. We have I have like all my friends as recurring guests throughout the years.
Anything.
Lay it on me.
Watch Maniac if you haven't. If you listen to this podcast and you have not seen the 2018 or 2019 Netflix miniseries Maniac with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone and that guy from Polly Walnuts playing Polly Walnuts in Sopranos remake, watch it because it's awesome. It's great. It's just the best.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you, Stuart, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Leave him a comment. Tell him he did great because he did. Much appreciated. Much love to you all. I will see you guys in 7 days' time. God love you, Slop Nation. Goodbye.